Hello! Welcome to the Bard and Raven channel. I am neither Bard nor Raven. I am Jay from Jaybird Games. And today we're going to be doing something very exciting. We have a delightful little show for you all that's actually not going to just be a one-shot that we've done in the past. This is going to be something that we're going to be doing a little bit of continuity here, which is a delicious change of pace. As I said, my name is Jaybird Games. We are going to be playing the Last Round Table, a Tier 2 Daggerheart adventure for the Half-Light Halls campaign frame by our own Hackshack, who's going to be very graciously GMing this for us. I mean, you don't have to be gracious. I just want to make that clear, but you know, it would be neat if you did. As I said, I'm Jay of Jaybird Games, and I will pass off introductions to Azu.
Hello, yes, I am one part of Bard and Raven, Azu the Bard. You will know me when you watch this channel a bit more intimate, where every Monday we are doing some live Daggerheart homebrew workshops. And also every now and then we are playing some weird little games with this wonderful person, Jaybird Games. And now we have another treat for you all, this wonderful actual play, which I'm super excited about. Anyways, we were in the introduction phase. I am a third-party Daggerheart creator, and as I mentioned, one part of Bard and Raven, and we have a Patreon, a completely free Patreon, where people can join and see what we're up to, what we're doing in the background, some articles about game design and insights and art insights. Now we have also an article where our beautiful Jamie Raven, who's in chat, say hello to Jamie Raven in chat, by the way, people. Where she is showing you guys how she is doing her wonderful artworks and what kind of thoughts are going into this. It's a really fun little article that is now out there. I think that should be enough from my side. I talked enough. Let's give it off. Aaron, give us your voice.
A very husky voice today. Hello, I'm professional game master Aaron. Jumping in as a guest player today, so very excited to get going, and thank you again to the Hackshack, Bard and Raven, and everyone else. Thank you very much. Lovely to be here.
Last but not least.
Hey. 60 man, you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am Man. I'm a game designer, French game designer, and forever GM, also illustrator. I'm known in the community for having designed four new domains for the game as a third party, and soon maybe to be published the 4 classes that goes along with it. And yeah, I'm happy again to play with Bart and Raven and Jay and all the team, and play with Hackshack and Aaron. Always happy to play. And I send it back finally to Hackshack, I guess.
Yes.
Right on. Hi, everyone. I'm John. I go by Hackshack in the RPG arena. I'm a video game artist who also dabbles in creating things for TTRPGs. As I suspect everyone at this table is, I'm also a forever GM. So I'm very, very happy to be able to provide other GMs a chance to be players. That's when I get the chance to do it, I love it. So I'm hoping that you all feel the same way. Today's adventure will be the Last Round Table. It is a kind of off-kilter fantasy adventure set in a kind of Discworldian universe where bureaucracy is as important as magic, and things are generally kind of a little bit off, a little bit strange, a little bit off, but we hope that will inspire some fantastic shenanigans from our players. So with that, are we ready to kick it off? What do you guys think?
Absolutely.
Awesome. No big musical intro today. We will just dive right in. So, you all are an adventuring team who have been traveling together for a little while. You've had an adventure that kind of finally inspired your team name, which happened recently where you found information about a fountain of gold that was rumored, and you went to this adventure seeking riches and glory and fame, only to find that it was a puzzle trap set by a gnomish trickster god. And at the end of this adventure, you found the fountain of gold, which was a single gold coin repeatedly being like spat up into the air by a very comical fountain. And you grabbed the coin and named yourselves. I believe
Coin
like
collector.
one of you still has the coin, and you called yourselves like the coin collectors, or the collectors for short. So we are picking up with you as you are leaving this adventure. You have a cart with a pony, and you are all riding on it, and you're racing down a bumpy, like wooded path, and something is chasing you. Let's go with Jaybird. What? First, let's have you introduce your character, and then answer what it is that is chasing you.
Hugh, Hew, is a dwarf bard. They wear long, kind of teal robes that cascade down. Very loose, comfortable attire. Gray hair kind of tied back in this long ponytail, and similarly, very neatly tied up beard in the front as well. Hugh is constantly holding onto a pipe. They are a solemn, kind of blunt individual. And I think they are currently sitting in the back of the cart, looking, and in their most poetic, flowery language that they are known for, taking a drag of the pipe and going, "There is a griffin after us."
All right. This griffin is especially upset. It was the guardian of the coin, and you have its precious treasure. And so it's large, it's mythic, it's a bit over your tier, which brings us to a point about this world. Is in this world, adventurers are a job title. You all are aware of each other's class. You're all aware of each other's rank. Right now, you are all bronze rank adventurers. This being like your first official like mark of adventure that you've received. And you're hoping to gain glory, which is a meta currency in this world that you can use for a variety of things. And like to do so, you have to like come back with the coin to finish the mark and receive your rewards. So as this griffin is like kind of it's having trouble trying to get to you because it's like trying to fly, but there's a lot of canopy, and it's like coming down every now and then and like pounding along the ground, then jumping up and trying to get at you from above, but there's a little bit of coverage. So as this is happening, Azu, let's rewind just a little bit. Let's give Jay. Each of you, when I spotlight you, will get one action that you can do to try and change like what is going on, to try and affect this chase sequence. So Jaybird, what would you like to do to try and hold off or otherwise hold off the griffin or benefit your situation?
I would like to. I think I'm going to turn and I'm going to use inspirational words on. Since I know that the spotlight's being passed to Nick, it just makes sense. Turn back, and I'm gonna say Nick is maybe at the helm of this cart, and is yeah. since you can multitask better than the rest of us, I think it might be good to have you at the reins. I turn and be like, "You are a driver. Do not be a bad driver," and you gain a hope.
Aw. Thank you so much.
While with that, the camera passes to Azu. Azu,
yes.
a question for you as you introduce your character. Along this adventure, something you've collected something other than the coin. What something like you found in the adventure that either came with you or you brought with you? What is it?
Oh, that is easy. Um, let me feed this into the narrative of my character. All right. My name is Nick, K-N-I-C-K. You will see where the name is coming from in a bit. Nick is a basically a walking octopus, kraken. This is a homebrew ancestry called a Laskari, and Nick is also a juggernaut brawler. And basically, what you can see is just like as you know, octopuses have this huge, large head and 8 tentacles. And he is having very long tentacles, but he's usually, okay, now he's sitting, but usually he is walking straight up, just like men do. And basically, 4 of his tentacles are bound in a belt that help him basically stand up, and he's using 4 of these tentacles to move. These are his feet, and then the other 4 tentacles are used for other tasks. For example, one of the tentacles is nicked, and this tentacle is nicked from birth, and this is where his name is coming from because his grandma saw this little birth defect of this tentacle that he can't move, and that's where his name came from. And currently, what you see on this little nicked tentacle, there's a ball of yarn on it, and 2 other tentacles are currently basically stress knitting. He has 2 large needles, large knitting needles, and he's stress knitting like real quick. He's just basically making a very long sheet of whatever, something. He cannot focus himself now to actually knit something useful like a shawl or mittens or a hat or whatever. So yeah, it's just very quickly. And the other one, the other tentacle, the last remaining tentacle, has the reins of our little pony. And because it's such a long tentacle, he can basically hold the reins on 2 different parts and use just 1 tentacle. Unless John tells me now that I have to make like a driving test with disadvantage because I only have 1 tentacle. But let's see. What I found is Nick is he's obsessed with all different kinds of wools and yarn, and especially the crafting process, like ancient crafting process, historical crafting processes of these things. And in the dungeon where we were supposed to find the coin as well, he found a book of ancient crafting techniques of wool to use different hairs of animals or maybe different fibers from plants, and also some magical fibers. So he really wants to study this, but he had to put it all the way in his backpack that he is wearing. And beside his belt, his backpack, he is wearing 1 big like a cowboy hat, a wide rimmed hat, a leather hat. That's all that he's wearing. Because he doesn't have to. He's a juggernaut. He doesn't need weapons. So yeah, he's currently trying to maneuver through the streets. He had probably never done this, but I can only assume that Iku and Ru were not interested in helming our little cart and our pony. So I think this would be my task to try to see if we outmaneuver this little chase scene.
All right. So I would not give you disadvantage for like the way you're holding the reins. I might give you disadvantage for being distracted by wanting to read that book so bad. But I think for now your focus is on the task at hand because your friends are in danger. Yeah. So you have just been given a rousing, deeply meaningful speech, very poetic from Hugh. Yeah.
I feel it.
Do better. He gave you the get good speech, and for some reason that seemed to actually work and inspire you. Okay. So with that, what would you like to do? We effectively have a countdown going in the background. That should you guys achieve enough victories before you have failures, you will start the next part of the adventure with extra hope. So what would you like to do in order to escape this griffin?
would want to maneuver our little cart through different alleyways and maybe below some bridges where the griffin, who is supposedly flying, has really a hard time to basically follow us. So I don't know. What would you say? Is this like finesse to hold the reins or maneuver our little cart and the pony, or knowledge on which route I know best?
I'll leave that up to you. I will also leave it up to you how much you know this terrain that you're already
If this would be up to me, I would use instinct because this is my best trait. But I don't
Yeah,
think I'm going off of
that
instinct.
fits.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think instinct fits. I mean, you're looking for an instinctually like
Yeah.
protected path, right? You're running like an
makes sense.
animal. Yeah, I think that fits.
You just gave me this beautiful speech, right? So
Indeed.
I'm like, okay, good boss. And I'm basically pushing my two knitting needles into your hand. Please hold real quick, so that I have all like 2 more tentacles to do this.
Okay, I do not
And-
employ you.
But
Do
Well,
not call me boss.
okay, let's talk about this later. And I will use the hope that I just got. Thank you very much, you, because I'm using my experience threading the needle to
Perfect.
be very, very good in finding a way through different narrow alleyways. And this was cocked, but please be good. Oh god, I should have taken the cocked version. Yeah. This is with fear for sure. 5, 8, 10. 10 with fear.
All right. 10 with fear, unfortunately, does not beat the difficulty of this griffin, who is a fierce predator. And so you dive into some protected cover as you start to enter into like the township from the forest, and you like, kind of like want to head towards some like overhanging buildings, but you go into a kind of a more crowded section of street, and there's people, and you have to actually slow down. And so the griffin like jumps down like right in front of you all. It like gets up above you and lands in front of you as you like screech the cart, and like you only have a limited number of options of what you can do now. So that effectively is like 1 failure. So with that, the spotlight pans over to Aaron. Please introduce your character, and I have a question for you, which is somewhere during the last adventure, something exceptionally terrifying happened that makes you like question your life as an adventurer. What was that? And then introduce your character and let us know what you'd like to do to escape this griffin.
For sure. So, Rue is a Qatari rogue, the opposite of what you'd typically expect of a rogue, being a very typical scaredy cat. So the question you asked, what terrified him, the answer to that is pretty much anything, but I'll come to that just a second. Rue is kind of an off-brown fur with some black stripes, almost like a tabby, bipedal, walking on his back 2 paws, a small dagger at each hip, wearing a blue and leather gambeson over his chest down to his knees. And in this moment, as the cart kind of screeches around, the claws are out, gripping onto the wood for dear life, and exactly that, just absolute terror is across this Qatari's face. And flashbacks to literally a few hours ago in that dungeon where Rue was almost flung across the room before, and Rue really dislikes being out of control, hates being moved against his own will. His instinct is these claws come straight out, dig into whatever there is. And in that dungeon, as he was kind of flung aside, these claws came out in this rocky wall and got a claw caught, and that claw was torn out. Even now, you can see the middle claw of one of his left paw is bloodied, and this claw is this one claw is missing. And he is questioning his very existence of why he became an adventurer in the first place, but is in too deep now to stop. In this moment, seeing the griffin, seeing the cart going awry and nothing is going to plan, Rue would love to be more helpful than he really is. In reality, he's gripping on with both claws as best he can, both paws as best he can, and he's really just going to try and shift his weight, albeit not a lot, he's a cat, but shift his weight as best he can to try and stabilize that cart from stop it from tipping over. Excuse me.
All right. Well, yeah, absolutely. I would say that's probably an agility roll. Would be my guess. So let's go with that.
Sure. Is an 8 with fear.
Oh no.
It's
Oh, brutal.
You
All
will get
right. Yeah. You you go to grab onto the nearest thing, and it's like a sheet of cloth, and it starts raveling underneath you, just filling you with even more fear as like you start to feel yourself slipping off of the back of the cart. In this moment, the spotlight twinkles over to our last member, who is a large fellow, and the question for you is, during the last adventure, you had a moment where, like, you realized that these people were like really actually exceptional adventurers. Like you're a young team, but something happened that made you start to trust these people as a team. What was that? And then what do you do to kind of right the situation that you're in at this moment?
Yeah, to try and introduce my character, I'm playing Écu Boursier, which is a giant orc, highborn, sorcerer of elemental origin. And I'm a big, burly orc, completely covered in full armor plate with just a red necktie to be very official about being what they call a frontline bailiff. And I am a tall gentleman, and I'd like things to go in order. And so I'd like this adventure to go right, and I thought that I was having to work with very bad personnel. But I found that even in the scary cat, I could find a quite reliable, sneaky thief of some sorts. Just this think I remember him from when I used to destroy debt owners, but whatever. I just realized that I thought I was the only sensible person in the room. Then I found Hugh, and then I realized that whoever is knitting all day is a very good striker, and we have complementing talents. In this event where we are trying to flee away from this giant griffin, I start having some doubts because everybody is dealing with wherever this pony is going around. Somebody's apparently dealing with the clothes and fabric we have inside the cart, which is not the priority right now. And someone is just vaguely hyping us up. I'm the only one standing up in the cart, back turned to the progress, facing the griffin. Come on, come at me! And the thing that I'm going to do to try and make it go forward requires a question for you, GM. How far is that griffin? Could it be that it's sometimes very close?
It's in close range. Yeah, it's in close range.
Close range? Okay. Okay. Then I will just join my hand as a sorcerer. I'm in full plate. I have a giant shield and I have a ton of stuff. Like, I don't look like a sorcerer, but I will clasp my my vambrace and I will and my gauntlet, and I will think of my internal and magic fundamental element, which I guess I could adjust a little bit and say that it is administrative duty is my element. and I will think of all the code of commerce and think about the laws and unleash the power of tax retribution and contribution calling, and I will send a vague of letters that are going to direct themselves straight to the Griffin to remind the Griffin that he owes us money. And this is basically unleash chaos, but I'm just going to.
Wonderful.
Beautiful.
I have 3 charges unleash chaos, so that goes. All the charges are going to go straight for the Griffin to teach him manners.
You throw text notices at the Griffin? That is so mean.
You owe us money! What is it? Hold on. Whatever it is. I do have to start with a spellcast roll. Should I roll that?
Yep. Please.
Let's go.
You can do it.
A +3 on that, which is going to be a total of 12 with hope. I don't know if it passes.
12 with hope succeeds.
Ooh!
All right. So we have
No
our first
difficulty.
success. So I will throw up the wheel.
Ooh, there's a
And
wheel.
I will mark a couple of successes on that.
Oh, this is the
Yeah.
countdown. Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
All right. So you have your first success. And was that with hope or with fear?
With hope. I did
With hope.
wrote my hope down, yeah. So it's
Fantastic.
supposed to be, I cannot make the thing work, so I'm going to roll it myself. It's supposed to be all my charge in one go, so it's going to be 3d10s
Oh, yeah.
up the Griffin's mailbox. That's correct. So that's 9 plus 9 plus 1. 10 damage. 10 magical damage. I guess 10 administrative damage.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Which is
you
magical.
inflict a minor wound on this griffin. You're like
Snap.
materializing. How does this kind of look when like it materializes? Is it just like a psychic thing, or do you like actually manifest documents with your magic, or?
Yeah, the paper and the envelopes of the administration is magical. It looks shiny and gold like gold. And they just fly like you think, oh, it is some sort of holy powers. Like, no, it's just taxes. And so it just, you know, the feeling you get when you open your mailbox, like, this is hurting the Griffin, you know. This is like bad news email, basically. So they look like little golden envelopes that fly straight for the Griffin. Not even hitting the Griffin, just like showing in front of the Griffin, and it has to sort through the mail, you know.
All right. So yeah, this griffin is like, you know, struggling. It's like fiercely roaring, like clawing away at these papers, and it's going to take a quick pounce at the cart, and it's going to go for the pony first. And I almost got that 20. All right.
Oh, no.
So it gets its haunches in on the side of the pony. The pony rears in pain and terror and starts to buck and like rocks back the cart. And so I'm going to say an agility reaction roll from all 4 of you to stay in the cart, please.
No, not the pony. 18.
All right. Nick, you're in.
10.
All right. Poor Hugh goes tumbling.
I'm
5
falling.
with-
Double 12 crit. Okay.
Wonderful.
Wow.
As is
Eku.
customary
Okay.
apparently
So,
when I play.
Aaron, what was Rue's result?
It's a 5 with hope.
Oh my
Reaction,
goodness.
so no hope. Yeah.
Reaction roll, no hope, but yeah. Awesome. All right. So, Eku, with your double 12 crit, you can save one of the 2 that tumbled out. Who would you like to save? Rue or Hugh?
I get a feeling that it's probably more important to save Hugh because I saw Rue be quite agile and might be able to quickly come back us, whereas the little dwarf is a little dwarf. It's just
Yeah.
way too phlegmatic to give a flying fuck about any of that. So I'm just going to lean and extend my hand to Hugh to catch them back up.
All right. So you're at the edge of this town in this entry road. Villagers are starting to scream and run in fear from this fight with this mythical monster. We're going to do one quick lightning round of actions. This will be our final one to determine if you succeed or fail from finishing this adventure, getting your hope and your glory. So we'll go back to Q. You are being grabbed and saved from tumbling out of the cart by Eku. What would you like to do to fix this situation?
Pulling myself back up, I'm gonna scramble up towards the front where the pony is at, and the griffin's kind of bearing down in that area. And I'm going to point up at the griffin, and there's a little gust of wind down at my feet as this force of presence is brought forth from me. And you can see there's little kind of swirling sand around my palm as I point and I cast Slumber. I say,
Yes.
"You will need to sleep eventually."
Oh, that is so effective. Wrong voice. This is so effective.
All right. Does slumber require a spellcast roll?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
It does.
Hey. Oof. Let's see. Plus presence. It gets us to a 9 with hope.
Well, take your hope. That is unfortunately not a success. So it completely ignores you, and the
I
claws
said
sink a little deeper.
Excuse me.
All right. Kind of following the same order, Nick. What are you gonna do in this situation? You got your hands on the reins. Someone just tumbled out of the cart.
First, this always works for me. What? Are you okay?
This creature is stupid and ignorant.
Oh, let me try something.
Looks up at you like.
I take the 2 knitting needles out of your hands. Do you let me?
Of course.
Okay, great. On the other hand, I give you the reins because I will crawl over our little pony. I call our little pony Lutz now, and I will make an attack roll against the griffin. And what I'm trying to hope is try to use the Juggernaut feature to push the griffin away when I hit.
Absolutely.
Let's see if that. Why do I always roll so bad? Wait, this is a 7 plus 3 is 10, but with hope.
All right. Well, yeah. Unfortunately, this griffin is very big. It's got a good grasp on the pony, and it's not letting go. You're just kind of flailing like ba 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 ba. There's almost like a drum rhythm as you pound, effectively, not with little effect on its hide. And it's like shielding itself with its wing and kind of like pushing you away like a fly, So with that, we will go over to Rue. You have tumbled out of this cart. Your pride is hurt on the rocks of the street as you fall to it. What do you do?
So, looking around, is there much in the way of shadow or somewhere I can kind of slip into the darkness? There is.
Absolutely.
Perfect. I'm going to, with the chaos that's unfolding, no one's looking in Rue's direction at this moment. So he's going to slowly or carefully step into the shadow. And how far away would you say the group are? Are they within far range of me?
Yeah. You just tumbled out of the cart. You're in very close
Perfect.
range to the cart.
I'm going to then just disappear or slip into the shadow, and then using Shadow Stepper, I'm going to mark a stress and reappear on the other end of that shadow in front of the cart in the hope to kind of pounce back on as it careens past.
Okay. It's not exactly careening anymore. It's kind of like come almost to a stop. It's like. All right. You easily pop back onto the cart. That doesn't really take an action to do. Would you like to do an action to try and improve the situation overall? In addition to that,
If possible, I'm going to excuse me, I'm going to pull out the Puss in Boots eyes, I suppose, the big, round, fluffy cat face, and I'm going to try and enrapture the Griffin.
yeah.
Excellent.
This is a spellcast roll, so bear with me.
You can do it.
Come on.
And it's
We need it.
16 with
Okay.
and this excuse me. And yeah, 16 with hope and these Puss in
Amazing.
Boots puppy dog eyes, so that the Griffin only looks and hears me and he's focused solely on me. And I think on a success I can force it to take a stress as well.
All right. Yeah, you can get the sense that it's very, like, it has a keen intelligence and a very, very powerful sense of pride. So it doesn't enrapture easily, but you can feel it resisting. Like it doesn't actually like fall under your charm directly, but it is obeying your orders at the moment. And so yeah, it's like backing up and kind of like lets go of the pony very briefly. And with that, the spotlight will move over to Eku.
So they are trying to maneuver and deal with the griffin, which is now gnawing at the pony, right?
Yep. It's let go of the pony now.
Oh, okay,
thanks
but
to the enrapture.
is there any way that I can just either jump or just try to be in melee with the griffin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can jump forward too.
I will move in the front and probably even step on one of Nick's tentacle by mistake, like move away, and just jump and and double fist attack the griffin with compounding depth, which is just a reflavor of cinder grasp. And
Nice.
and I'm going to double fist actually collect the debt that the griffin owes me, I guess. And I'm going even to spend one hope to use my experienced percussive depth balancing. A very good technique that I love to apply to people who owe money. Very efficient. And I will need to roll a spellcast roll against the target in melee range with a plus a total of 5. Ooh! That's going to be 16, 21 with hope.
Amazing.
Whoa.
Pretty sure it's going to hit. An 11 and a 5, so it's good. And so, well, the initial hit is just a d20 plus 3, which might be lucky. I keep on rolling on the 12. Okay, it's good. 12 plus 3, so 15 magical. Now, it applies, on success, it applies the condition of being in depth, on fire.
On fire. Yep.
And the griffin is going to take 2d6 magic damage at the end of their spotlight if they did not get rid of the depth or the fire. And all of that is magical damage, if it needs to be mentioned.
Brutal.
I am brutal, just like the administration.
A kind of swirling gold dust like appears around your fist as you slam into this thing, and like you see a darkness like fall into its eyes, and it like backs up like flailing like painfully as it takes a major wound and screeches out a screech in the language of griffins, which says, "Oh, my portfolio! I shouldn't have invested in that Magic X stock." And it like launches up into the sky to go and check on its balances and equity, flying away, leaving you all in kind of this like somewhat wrecked state as your cart is now like a little bit bedraggled, and your poor pony is injured and just limping like as you kind of like limp into town. And unfortunately, you did get more failures than successes, so you do not start the next part of the adventure. with extra hope. But that was like the end of the last adventure. You did manage to escape. You do have your trophy, so you will all start. So you go back to your various respective hall councils and turn in the marks, and you get your rewards, which was a few silver pieces and you feel this like mark of glory as you turn in your badge. And this is something that's part of the campaign frame Half-Light, is that you all belong to respective halls, adventuring guilds that operate somewhat like factions in this world, and you represent them as officials when you take on a mark of adventure. And when you do so, you also get a little badge that shows like that particular adventure. It's either minted and printed magically by some chaos dwarves in the central city. And then they are handed out and distributed when you start the adventure. And they give you like permission for sort of deputization to do these adventures and to be kind of like left alone by the local authorities as you do so, within reason, of course. As you all go home, you see that there's always a crystal in these badges, and that crystal is normally lit while you're on the adventure, showing that it's active, and that light goes out, and you feel this kind of like just tingling sensation that you can only define as glory fill you with pride for your achievements. So you all gain 1 glory at the end of this adventure that you can use in the actual one that we're about to start.
So we get to 2?
It's been so you had 1 at the beginning, and now you have 2 glory. Each of you have 2 glory.
Nice.
But you will start with only 2 hope as normal. So please reset all of your stats, like any expenditures that you spent, reset them. So your stress, all that stuff. It has been a few days, perhaps even a week. You all have maintained contact, and you've been looking for your next job. Because you're not students in a school. You are adventurers in an adventuring guild and a of other adventurers. The competition is always fierce. This is a land of ruin and relics and wonders where new adventures pop up constantly on job boards that you scan almost daily. It depends on how hungry for adventure you particularly are. You all kind of like either you can decide to live together in like a shared like apartment or whatever living situation you want. But you all meet up at a place called the Seekers Board, which is the job board. And then you see a job that is actually right inside the town that you're in, which is incredibly rare. Like to have something that fast. And one of you in particular is a morning person and gets up early and finds this job. Which one of you would be the morning person?
I want to say it might be me, but it's so uncharacteristic of me, the player. So it's weird to say that I will be the one. Like, no, but I guess I am. I wake up with the openings of the stock market, so I will be early.
Yeah. The markets don't wait. They don't wait for sleepyheads. So as you wake up, please share like which hall that you're part of and what it means to you. And
I hail from the Iron Sail Hall, which is a hall of financiers, bankers, and that's it. We've never been thieves. It never happened.
No.
It's part of
rumors of your
raised.
Operations at Thieves Guild is entirely unfounded.
Unfounded.
You've earned your wealth the hard way by taking it through paperwork.
Yeah, they call that sweat, I think.
Sweat equity. No, not sweat.
Yeah.
That's for other people. Awesome. So you approach the job board and you see this mark up on the job board, and you see that it's for the town that you're in, which we will call Thorn Smoke for now. And and it's very intriguing because as I said, like new adventures generally in towns are things like, I've lost my cow, or there's a multi-headed goose taking over the center, or like, I think my wife's cheating on me kind of thing. That's right. This one is like an honest to goodness dungeon entrance has opened up in town. And so dungeon entrances in this world can appear and disappear randomly throughout the world. They usually like push up as a door or a gaping hole or a cave, just kind of like erupting out of the surrounding terrain randomly, usually at night, often accompanied by spilling out hordes of monsters into the neighboring area. This one doesn't sound like it did that. And so the mark that you see says, notice of public concern to any adventurers with a reasonable understanding of dungeon and pub crawling. Effective immediately. Assistance requiring a recent development beneath the Wobbly Harpy Inn. Last night, a portion of the tavern's basement collapsed, revealing a new dungeon entrance. While such occurrences are not uncommon in our lands, their appearance inside town borders are rare, and resolving this is a priority. Additionally, 3 individuals known as the Sootfoot Strays were observed entering the tavern cellar shortly beforehand and have not been seen since. They are a low-ranking trio with a history of minor larceny and unlicensed quest activity. Gasp. The consultant, the consulate is like effectively the government in Half-Life. The consulate and the proprietor of the Harpy request their retrieval, preferably alive, as they have several warrants each, and their bar tabs are surprisingly extensive. Volunteers should expect unstable terrain, nefarious trickery, and the usual underground inhabitants. Standard compensation for this mark will be issued upon return of at least 1 stray, credible proof of their well-deserved fates, or sufficient reclamations to settle outstanding debts. Interested parties should claim this mark with their local consulate and then head immediately to the Wobbly Harpy Inn. Signed, Merla Dendrick, Half-Life Consulate, Bureau of Local Stability. And this is an iron mark, which is 1 rank above your current rank, which you are eligible to offer your services for. You can only offer up to 1 rank above your current, and that is how you get promoted in this world, is by finishing an adventure of a rank above your own. So you, I expect to grab this effect. This like panacea. These kind of jobs don't come along very often. What do you do?
Yeah, it's and even 3 days to wait to skim through all the shitty jobs and get on this one. It's quite a good luck. Cut to, I go back to where the rest of the group is probably not yet. I kick the door open. They're not done the morning. I'll go around and fetch them. And I will go to each of your homes, which you get an opportunity to describe where you live. If
you don't have to go to a home, because I would be around there as well.
Okay.
Not at the quest board, or I forgot what the name was. But I assume that inside of this building there are also like little maybe either little rooms or such that all belong to different halls, and I would be currently with maybe a caseworker or whatever from my hall, which is the Candlesmith Guild, and they are all about crafting and artificing, and that's where I fit in perfectly, of course, with my little hobby of knitting and all about yarns. That's what I'm about, and I think I'm currently talking with a friend, like the caseworker over there, and we might be like nerd talking about some kind of candle making techniques and such, which they are all about, and I just want to learn from them. And while they are talking, I make a little cover for a candle. I don't know how useful this is, but I basically just stick a candle in there and hand it over when I hear that Aku is very furious, like, "Where is everyone?" And then I'm turning around over you. "Oh,
Yeah,
you're awake. Hello."
There's a door. It's probably already unlocked. It's probably already half open. I kick it anyway. Nick, we have a job, a silver one.
Wait, seriously? A whole silver?
A whole silver. Do you know what a pub is?
I look at your thing. Oh, it's iron. Oh, it's fine. Iron is good as well.
A silver. I have an iron job which is less than a silver, but it's still better than us.
I can understand that you always look for these higher marks. And
It
much
shines
more
the
money.
same.
Yes.
Same color.
So what, you mean a pub? I think I've been in a pub, yes?
Good. You're skillful enough.
Great.
Cut to whoever wants to get their
Yeah,
door
so
kicked.
we'll say
I
that
don't
you
know.
all are living in effectively this Adventurers Guild hostel, right? This is a house that's basically kept to allow young adventurers to have a place to stay for incredibly low prices, but you have to share your rooms with other people, and you have common bathrooms and common dining halls. And those
An
kind of things.
adventurer dormitory. Oh my god.
Yep, exactly.
I
right,
kick all the doors I need to kick to find the other two.
You're upsetting a lot of random adventurers. that are
Sorry! None of it done. Sorry!
Wait, where would we find Rue? Where are you sleeping? Are you sleeping in front of a chimney? No, not a chimney, a hearth or
Fireplace.
wait, a fireplace? Yes.
Probably in a cardboard somewhere.
Yes. Some crates.
Rue would probably be in one of the smallest rooms in this dorm, and rather than laying in the bed like most other people would, as you boot the door open, you see a small round indent where he's curled into a tiny, tiny ball. But as you kick the door open, he just flies all four legs wide, as wide as possible, hits the ceiling
there you
almost
are.
before landing. What's he doing?
We have not the silver, an iron mark. We need
Rue
you.
quickly looks at like a stack of papers which the observant would notice are overdue debts, things he owes and really needs to pay for, and really seeing it's you in the room, he very quickly hides them, covers them. Okay, it pays, I hope.
Yes.
I mean,
I'm completely
Shuffle the papers
unfocused because your dog has woke up and is turning and rolling in the ball and it's so amazing. Yes, it will be compensated.
let's do it.
The job is about recovering lost souls and their debt. Do you know anything about recovering debt?
I have never heard of such a thing as debt.
I will explain it to
Tell.
you. Come with me. Kick the door to get to Hugh. We have a... Oh, you know already.
Hugh is standing in their room with other members of the Stone Crow Union, and is saying, like on a little kind of a small podium stage that has been hastily made for Hugh in this kind of communal space, and they're just standing up top and going, and then the griffin flew away. And a couple of the Stone Crow acolytes in here are just like, oh yes, I see. So the griffin is symbolic of the grief that you have overcome in your life. And he was just like, no, it is a griffin. Like, yes, I understood.
And as Hugh finishes, a person holding like a really long proto sax, like just lets out a single note, like, and like smoke erupts from behind him, and everyone starts snapping their fingers.
What happened? What?
And then there's like an MC comes out and he's like, so that was Hugh with his work called The Griffin Left. A fabulous, deeply meaningful poem layered with symbolism. Hugh is a master of this kind of work, of very subdued and hidden meaning that you really have to stretch your mind to find. Thank you, Hugh. Thank you. And
Yes,
next up, we have Bongo the Clown.
Oh my god. I'm
Always
coming in
with this,
clapping,
yeah.
clapping real hard.
clenching my fist. I always open for Bongo.
I'm throwing over some tentacles. You, hey, you.
Yes, that is me. I walk over.
We
I
have
present.
an iron mark. Give me that. We have an iron mark.
Wonderful. Let's leave immediately.
All right.
I would
Before we
say-
can leave, real quick. I would basically like tap your shoulder when we're all about to leave already. Like, hey, real quick. I made something for you last night, and I make a little knitted pipe holder, like a pipe warmer or pipe pouch, basically, where your pipe will fit in very neatly. And if you want, it can have all of the colors that you can imagine. Otherwise, I would just make it like rainbow colored or whatever. Yeah.
I think you know Hugh well enough. The cloth that they wear, that teal color, is basically the only color on their body. So you maybe would have made it gray or black, just both to save yourself on some fabric costs and to be more in styling. Hugh takes it and looks at it and goes, "This is indeed a great gift."
And I liked your story, and I know that they didn't get it, but it was really like how you told it. I felt it in my heart, and I loved it so much.
I do not think there was anything to get. It was merely a recount of our last adventure.
Yes, but still, the way you did it, it just filled me with love.
I did
Okay.
recount all of the events. Yes.
And I'm pretty sure Iku is basically like, what are you waiting for? Move on.
So, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Eku, like you are a man of papers and order and like handling all that stuff with almost second nature. So before you even came to these folks, you went to the consulate officer and secured the mark for your party, because you know that's how you effectively like let everyone know like we're in contention for this mark. This is going to be ours. And so the race is effectively on. Like your name is on the list. And it's whoever gets there first. So you guys, your poor pony and cart are out of commission. So you beat feet across town to the Wobbly Harpy Inn. This is not a place that you've probably any of you have ever frequented before. It's kind of a little bit on the downtrodden part of Thornsmoke. It's kind of off on like kind of a rocky area near a small stream, and there's like a lot of kind of shantytown kind of stuff in that area as well. And the you do know of it though because it got its name by being wobbly. Like the entire building is slanted slightly, as if it looks like it was about to fall off of this cliff.
It's not so much about previous clients who happen to be drunken harpies. It is the building is wobbly and there's harpy. It doesn't have any.
Yes. Yeah, and it just has a harpy on its sign, just a regular old harpy. Yeah, the wobbly part isn't even part of the name on the board. It's just called the harpy, and everyone calls it.
But
the wobbly
everybody
harpy.
knows the harpy is wobbly, so the wobbly. Wonderful.
Exactly.
During our travel to there, since we are working fast to get to the job, I organize and walk and talk and use minor illusion to make a PowerPoint to explain exactly the same thing as in the document, but filled with stock art and stupid motivational speech that serves no purpose at all. This walk and talk could have been an email.
Yeah, an email in this world is, of course, a man who wears a red shirt with the letter E on it.
Yeah, that one.
It appears out of shadows, and
There are
like,
courtiers that
always
goes all
frightens
around.
people.
Yeah.
All right. As you approach, the crooked sign of the Wobbly Harpy Inn sways in the morning breeze, squealing like a dying seagull. The smell of stale beer, boiled cabbage, and wet goat seeps out of the door. Inside, the main room is in disarray. Tables are piled with old dishes clearly ignored for many meals. 3 figures stand near the bar arguing loudly, dressed in the colors of different adventuring houses. Envoys from rival halls, each loudly claiming to represent the Sootfoot Strays Adventuring Company. Off to the side, a consulate clerk stands with her head in her hands in a losing effort to restore order. She watches the argument spiral, sighing deeply. In the corner sits a stout, wild-haired dwarf bartender in a stained apron, clutching a small, 3-legged stool. His eyes are red with tears, beard matted with foam, and appears to be mourning the collapse of his basement and his purpose in life. So as you enter, you see these figures, and nobody else. There's no customers here right now. The bar is effectively closed. You see the consulate clerk, and she kind of waves you over and like recognizes you as adventurers coming in. He's like, hello. Who may I say is are you adventurers coming to claim this mark?
Yes, we are the Coin Collectors Collective.
Excellent. Excellent. I'll mark that down. If you could sign here, please. And as she says the words, "Are you adventurers coming to claim this mark?" the dwarf like bursts into it, like his eyes light up, and he looks at you, and he's like, "You gotta save my goat! You gotta save her!"
Oh no.
Speak plainly, young lad.
Crumplehoof, dear Crumplehoof, she's gone down. The dungeon opened before I could even get heads or tails of what was going on. She jumped in. I started going down, but I'm no good with the dark. Terrifies me. Please tell me you'll save her.
Immediately, Nick is completely in tears as well. Not the goat! Oh, Iker. You know, I'm kind of afraid of goats, but we have to help this man.
He's so small, so young.
Yes.
Very touching. What did you say about these strong emotions, Hughes?
This goat of yours, are they a skilled warrior?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, she's really good at headbutting. She does that a lot. She likes to climb up on things. This was her favorite stool. She always stood on top of it.
She even had a favorite stool. Oh.
And like he shows you this little carving of a goat on top of it. I even put a name on it. It's just a carving of a goat.
He was going to walk over and clasp a hand on this dwarf's shoulder and say, "I am sure the goat is still alive. However, we may not be able to retrieve it."
Why not?
He just starts to you see tears like bubbling up in his eyes.
For instance, if the goat does not want to come with us, if it escapes us and climbs up somewhere we cannot reach, we will not be able to bring it back to you.
I immediately grab her favorite stool and like keep it in one of my tentacles. I will bring her favorite stool and make sure she is only gonna climb onto this.
All right.
In the background, I have a minor illusion of a flowchart of all the possibilities, and I add, oh yeah, it's about the stool as well, but we might not be able to come back if he doesn't decide to come with us. Like, I try to explain everything to make it clear.
All right. So yeah, with all this activity, the consulate officer kind of goes in. All right. Well. Thank you. Yes, Thildrick, they will, of course, look for your goat. But the job is to rescue the Sootfoot strays. Uh, Unfortunately, they have gone down into the dungeon without any sort of official recognition for this task. So they are unlicensed and, as such, breaking the law.
Breaking the law.
These representatives are each from the halls, and they all bear some responsibility for these people, although most of them claim that they have disavowed their relationship with the Sootfoots, and that the Sootfoots are now guildless for the most part. For the record, what you will find below in the dungeon isn't technically a dungeon. What spawned underneath the Harpy is something we've known about for a while. It's been traveling the lands. We haven't seen it for quite a while, but it's decided to reappear here. It's actually another tavern. It's a magical one with a rather long history called the Last Round Table. She kind of exhales. The last round was blessed long ago by St. Bungus of the Holy Ferment, patron of fellowship and second chances. The blessing was supposed to keep ale fresh and bring luck to their brews. But stories say something more happened. It brought a kind of life to the pub. Furniture, singing and dancing, that sort of thing. Then one night it just vanished. No one knows why, really. Now it's back, and history suggests it won't stay put for long. Once it shows up, it has a habit of relocating. She kind of looks all of you over with some tired eyes, kind of getting a judgment of your ability, and doesn't look entirely impressed. Whatever might still be down there outlasted its welcome for a reason. If you find anything that explains why it has returned, perhaps consider bringing it back, or for everyone's sake, or put an end to it if you can. But first, let me introduce you to these envoys. As I said, 2 of them have already disavowed their claim, and will be leaving shortly. But this is first is Avon Torm, and kind of points over at this tall, dark elf with black hair, whose movements are very precise and economical. He's dressed in immaculate black robes that show no sign of traveler wear, and he carries a silver scepter capped with a small skull, polished to a mere shine. Avon is the archivist of final affairs from Wickering Hall. He was the guild envoy recently of their wizard, who is no longer, I guess, with them. Avon looks at you and says, "Yes, Wickering keeps many unique records. Some include knowing when a soul has properly moved on, or when it has lingered. But alas, I cannot help you today. Good to meet you." And this other one is Tibbets McCree. And she points over at this kind of middle-aged looking halfling with a quick smile and leather armor that's seen many better days. It's very battered and torn. His arms have many tattoos of dragons, revealing kind of a dense muscles corded like wire. And Tibbets is the master of lost things at Bottlebrook Hall. And Rue, you probably know of Tibbets. He is well known as more than the master of lost things. He's kind of like the spy lord at the hall. And Tibbet says, "Oh, thank the saints you're here. Those strays are hunting something bigger than their britches could hold. I'm done with them. Good day." And just kind of like dusts himself off and hops down off a stool and kind of starts to walk out of the room. And lastly is Ross Arkmuster, the High Emeritus of Enchantment at Kendallsmith. And she points over at a broad-shouldered dwarf with soot-stained copper skin lush golden beard braided tight with brass wings. She wears a heavy leather coat reinforced with scorched and pitted metal plates. Thick gloves hang from her belt besides a cluster of measuring tools, valves, and stoppered vials that clink when she moves. And she like hops up to you and well met. We believe there's a sour threat growing down there, brewing trouble for all of us. We'll make sure you don't get bogged down in it, though. And with that, she starts handing out these small tubes to each of you. So you each receive a copper vial with a little like label, brass. It's got the name on it. It says enzymatic disabler.
Oh.
And Ross continues. Decades ago, Candlesmith sold the last round table some rare equipment. One of kind of high-pressure vessels, reinforced lines, containment rigs meant to handle impossible pressures, that sort of thing, all to brew their incredibly legendary high-gravity ales. We also provided an experimental yeast strain that survives indefinitely. We believe that when St. Bungus appeared and blessed the tavern, something, the Holy Rite might have layered on top of that, and done something to the yeast. It's not really a miracle. It's kind of an experiment with no off switch at this point. We've been looking for that tavern ever since, and also hoping it might have just stayed lost. She fidgets nervously with her beard braids. If something is still brewing down there, it won't just stay underground. It'll bubble up, and who knows what it'll do once it has more room to grow. And she kind of nervously looks around the room. That's all we really know for sure. I wish I could help more. And with that, Merrill Dendrick, the consulate officer, says, very well, with all that chaos and nonsense kind of taken care of, are you ready to proceed? You appear to be the only applicants here, so the mark is yours if you want it.
That makes us the best applicants. Yes, you.
Yes.
A question. If we do not retrieve his goat, we still can become iron. Is that correct?
Yes, the mark is for retrieving at least one Sootfoot stray. Hopefully, the warrior from Candlesmith. I should let you know, the Sootfoots are a warrior, a rogue, and a wizard. They will be down there somewhere, I would imagine. There isn't really any way back up other than the entrance in the basement below us. And they haven't reappeared yet, so... Or if they are dead, bring back some proof of their demise. And, of course, they have considerable debts, so if they have any belongings with them, bring that back as well so that we can disperse it.
While this is happening, I imagine that Nick was constantly, or during that time, constantly talking to the barkeep. And we were both basically like crying and exchanging stories about Crumplehoof. I mean, he was telling me stories about Crumplehoof, and I was like, yes, you have such a great goat. I'm mortally afraid of goats, but my companions here are very capable, and they will definitely save the goat, and we can still get our mark, and then everyone will be happy. My good man. Don't worry, we are very capable adventurers, and as long as there are no griffins down there, we are good.
Blubbering openly, he's like, the goats! Oh, Crumplehoof. Thank you. He's just like hugging on to you, like, so precious. I don't know what will happen to the Harpy without her.
As you say, my companions are competent and able. You just see Rue just freak out, start physically shaking at the mention of this living yeast thing. I don't like this. I don't know this. This is new. It's dark. It's scary. There's goats. I've been headbutted by a goat before. Are you serious, guys? He's physically shaking at the thought of this.
Yeah, I take a knee in front of Ru and I bend lower again because I really need to lower down to Ru. Put my giant hand on his shoulder. It's like, listen. You mentioned earlier you don't know about debt. Debt is a very serious offense. This mission is of the utmost importance. People in debt face debt recollection or death. You need to understand this is a heroic feat, what we're doing. You should be proud of what I'm about to do.
You see him.
Gently slap.
You feel, you can feel the vibrations where he's kind of shaking so much, but the shaking's almost intensified a little bit as he's looking into your eyes, knowing full well you are a debt collector.
I hope that I make Ru shake in a similar
Different
frequency
way.
but unfazed so that it cancels out and that it stops shaking.
I will come over to all of you, and I've put Crumplehoof's stool. I have it basically clamped under a tentacle.
You take the stool with yourself.
I take the stool with me, of course. You were afraid that it would climb onto tall whatever.
I guess you have
things, and
extra
then-
hands. Yeah.
Yeah, I do have extra hands. So I started knitting something, and what I started knitting is I try to make little warmers for the horns of the goat. I don't quite know yet the form of the horns, so that's why I'm trying to make them like to conform to any form. But yeah, let's see. Okay, I'm ready. Where do we start?
First, you sign here, marking that you are taking this job, and then I give you your badges, and then you're off. It's a very simple process, all things considered. And Merle pulls up a little contract and with a bottle of very familiar looking red ink that you've used before for signing marked jobs, and then a black box that has what looks like almost like eldritch metal plates like crawling all over it in kind of a chaotic fashion with like a mix of like screaming faces and sigils that you've also seen before as the source of the marks that you receive or the badges. But just sign for the job here.
I will just make a big splotch, and it's a mix of the red and the black ink of myself. So it's just like a little splotch.
Excellent. Are you signing for your entire party?
I usually do.
Yeah.
What about the others? Do you want to change that?
There's just black on all the contracts.
Too
I
late.
guess it is done.
And she puts her hand over the box, and you hear this like almost like boom kind of sound, and you see like a flash of light come out of the lip of the top of the box, and smoke roll out of it, and the box shakes violently for a very brief second, and then she lifts it open, and there's just smoke pouring out of it as you see these 4 iron badges sitting in the box. And it looks like they're rapidly cooling down from a newly minted state, and they're like smoking and sizzling, and then very rapidly like that smoke dissipates. And she's like, Okay, they should be ready now. And she's like waving away the smoke. These, of course, are your badges. Please wear them prominently so people can know that you are working officially as on a consulate-approved mark for this adventure.
I'm taking it and pinning it into my beard.
Nice.
Alongside the
All
other
right.
badges.
So as you do so, you notice that, as with all of these, this one is minted specifically for this adventure, and you see a symbol of a tower with a goat standing on top of it, wreathed in like barley, and like on the door of the tower, this kind of symbol of like a barrel that has like fire wrapped around it.
Amazing. I would put it in one of my suckers. I have a few on my tentacles, so yeah.
So you can flash the badge as needed.
Yes.
Yeah, I will probably slam it very hard in my plate armor to inset it inside of the steel of the armor so it doesn't move and just stuck there.
Do you do this with all of the badges you've collected so far?
Sure. They add on top of my armor. This is how I improve my armor.
These are your armor.
Yeah. I mean, I have two. So it's,
Fantastic.
Bruce can take the same, just pin it on his gambeson.
the one
Still
person
shaking
use the
slightly.
pin.
Yeah.
Like normally, yeah.
Excellent. Very well then. Let us proceed to Master Tholdrick, if you would lead the way. He's like, what? Oh, yeah. Go this way, everyone. And he kind of like hops off and like grabs himself a mug of beer off of the counter as he goes and just downs it like in one like. Oh, okay. Oh, the door opened up in the basement, and he leads you into like the area like below, like down just a little set of stairs into what looks like a very standard bar basement. Of course, the walls are a little bit more straight. They're not leaning as much as the building up above was. But in the middle of this room, you see what looks like just a big open hole. There's like some broken barrels and shelves kind of like tossed over in this room. A lot of like broken mugs of ale, broken bottles, that kind of things. There's a couple of cracked kegs that have leaked their beer down into the hole. And so like the whole place just kind of smells of stale ale. But in the hole, you see a very obvious like set of stone stairs, like spiraling downwards into the darkness.
Amazing.
So with that, he kind of raises up his mug and says, "Toast to the ones who go down the hole," and drinks it.
To your health. Yep, and I would probably just go, let's find this Crumplehoof, and I will just nick you, Iku, a bit, and I will whisper in your ear. So, we don't like goats, like we both don't like goats, right? So we keep each other informed when we smell more of some goats, right? I don't want to get jump scared by one, if that makes sense. But still we have to rescue it. So maybe I'm already started thinking of how can we rescue this goat without me having to touch that beast. So if you could do the same, then both of us would be helped, I guess.
I try to follow through your shenanigans with the tavern keeper and the goat. I didn't understand anything. Is the goat a lady or is it actually an actual goat?
I'm afraid it is an actual goat. But I would be over the moon if it's a lady. But let's see.
It's like she's more than a little lady. She's a princess.
Oh God, a princess even.
Crumplehoof.
Princess.
By
This
what
gets
kingdom is she
confusing.
recognized?
Kingdom of Harpy.
I heard about that kingdom. They are very influential.
I have not.
Yeah.
Great coincidence that it
This is
shares a
getting
name with your tavern.
We will
He just
collect
kind of
that
blank
debt.
stares at you.
We will collect that debt if it comes to the worst. But we have other debt to collect.
I will make my
I
way
have
down
never-
the staircase, and I will
I have-
basically take Rue's hand. Like, you can do it. It's just a staircase.
As you mentioned, collecting debt, kind of openly, Eku, like Merle, kind of like catches that and says, "Well, this is a standard dungeon expedition, so you do have rights of salvage as usual. To our knowledge, there is no official owner of the last round table anymore. None on record that we could find. It is part of why we believe those envoys were here, to be honest. The last round is quite a prize, you see, and if someone were to find a way to own it, it would be a mighty tool for their haul.
Oh hell yeah! I want it.
One might even call it one of this world's many wonders."
I see.
Amazing.
I also can see.
This is
Can
why we
you?
are
It's a very dark set of stairs. There is no source of light. Do any of you are any of you underborn?
I am.
Underborn.
Oh. We have one.
All right, then you can see.
That's
And
actually
you're the
why
only
Hugh
one.
said it.
Hugh is very, very about the facts. Like it's all, yeah.
So matter of fact.
All right.
Yeah,
All right. So yeah, the yawning spiral stone staircase, slippery spiral stone staircase, stands before you. As you can clearly see, the ale has spilled all over these very steep stairs, and the footing looks to be incredibly treacherous, and it just descends straight down into the darkness. This spiral stone staircase. How would you like to proceed? This will be a traversal environment. So we will be using a countdown for descending. Climbing down these steps, we'll use the progress countdown. You need 8 successes, twice the number of PCs, to succeed. And if you get a critical, it counts as 3. If you get a success with hope, it counts as 2. Success with fear counts as 1. And if you get a failure with fear, it removes 1. So, and of course, I have a number of actions that I can spend fear on to play with you as you go down. So, but before we do, I would say, Hugh, as you look down into the darkness of this spiral stone staircase, paint the scene for us. What do you think it might be waiting for you that you aren't already aware of?
Ooh.
Nothing bad, I'm sure.
Nothing bad. Nothing bad. Yeah. Friends. No.
It's just,
Money. I think.
just a lot.
I think Hugh, like looking down, sees that some of these stone steps have a little bit of like slight discoloration to them, and those ones that are kind of like unique in, there's not like a set pattern to them or anything, but as they're kind of locking in and focusing on those steps that have slightly out of place coloring, some of them like shift left and right slightly, as though maybe they have some semblance of sentience.
Amazing.
Yeah, like you, as you're looking down at this, and you notice, like you've got a good sense of stone. Like it comes from your lineage. You know, you don't normally like focus on it much, but it's there for you when you need it. You do notice like the shift in color tones, but you actually see like one stone almost like lock into place. It looked like it was a little bit off kilter, and it just kind of like locks, like just kind of locks into place with the step near it, kind of confirming your suspicions that there's something else going on here. And one more paint the scene question. Nick, what suggests that somebody else came down here recently?
Ooh. I think you see a little torn piece of fabric in precisely this little stone that just fell into place, or the step, because there's a very sharp edge where just someone who passed by and maybe fell down lost a bit of their cloth or armor. And also, I think you can see maybe a little bit of blood in the wall that is maybe not dripping, but it's fresh still. You can see that it's glittering.
All right. Do you share what you see with your allies?
I think I would see that you was also trying to like gauge the staircase, and I would basically tell them this. Do you see that?
If you are mentioning the steps, indeed I do. They seem to be shaking and then locking into place.
And I'm pretty sure Ru is also shaking a bit still, right? So what
Terrified.
I would do, my attempt to go down there would be not to just like normally walk, but I am unbuckling my belt that is holding the 4 tentacles which I use for walking, and basically make this in the stone staircase so that I'm not going through these slippery stairs. And basically with all of my tentacles would slowly go down, and I'm turning to Ru. First question, Ru, how tall or small are you?
About 4.5, 5 foot, so not a tall creature at all.
Great. Because when I stand tall, I'm like 6 feet tall, so I basically extend 2 tentacles over you. Need a tentacle?
Reach out, take it. You can still feel me trembling with my other paw.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say, my other paw, I'm gonna pull out a torch, if possible, and just try that. You said it's pitch black here, right?
Yep.
So I'm gonna try to strike that up so we have some sort of. It's gonna be some sort of.
Oh, perfect.
Awesome.
I will
All
hold
right, so
Ru with
Ru
the
lights a
torch right in
torch.
front.
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. And Nick is cradling him. Excellent. How about the rest of you? How do you begin to proceed down this steep stone staircase? So the way this will work is you'll need to make some sort. It's similar to our chase scene. Like decide how you're going to either help yourself or help others to proceed through this traversal environment.
Other than lighting a torch, I will let the more used personnel of his group fiddle with all that. I'm counting on Ru, and I'm counting on you actually, because you have all of the sight and you're used to those things. I would just like the torch that is more like a device whose shape is suspiciously like the New York City Statues of Liberty torch. Very symbolic, but it does cast magic light, so I'm just holding that. And I will be closing the march behind all of those.
Awesome.
Basically, I let everyone test all of the steps of the stairs so I don't get to fall or suffer any consequence.
I think Hugh will take the lead here and is just trying to like find those odd steps and skip over them, like turning back to let the party know ahead of time as we're going down.
Fantastic. So I will give you advantage on any roll that you would like to do to try and make a navigational pepper roll. This could be knowledge or instinct, I would say.
I will go with knowledge. And I'm going to actually spend a hope to use my logic erases all doubts experience here. Just pulling on my history with stonework. Oh, that's a crit. I rolled 2 2s.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
I was worried for a second there.
Fantastic. All right. So yeah, you pull a full beautiful mind kind of situation here, scouting out a tremendous amount of these like safe steps to step on, like all of the knowledge and history just kind of bubbling up from your. So describe how you proceed down easily a third of the stairwell, which by the way appears to be like going hundreds of feet deep. It's going. Okay. It just keeps going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Hugh is. I think like who would be directly behind Hugh? Who's second in our marching order here?
This would be the Nick and Rue combo.
Perfect.
At the
okay.
walls.
Yeah, Hugh has an arm back for both of you to clasp on, should you wish, and is like looking down and seeing those infrequent steps of discoloration and being like, the pattern. There is no pattern, and stepping along and just being like, another one here, and is just just leading people over and kind of helping lift them across these steps. No pomp or circumstance about this.
Fantastic. You guys just quietly, smoothly, easily, thanks to Hugh's like masterful guidance, make it down a good 50 feet into the darkness. The darkness is, of course, closing around you. It's, like you are now like deep in this like small tunnel of stone that kind of like it's barely 10 feet wide. It spirals very steeply, much steeper than a normal staircase. It's very slippery, but you're managing to like make safe steps because you're kind of taking it smoothly and slowly. And I will spend a fear to have one of the stones randomly kick out from underneath your feet, Hugh. It just like you think it's solid, and then it just fully just does one of these. It just goes boom, and just disappears underneath your foot, and sends you potentially a reeling. So please make an agility reaction roll.
Oh no. Let's see here. What is my agility? Oh, 0. 17.
Okay, you feel you've been waiting for this to happen.
Mm-hmm.
You saw it early on. You're like, yeah, this thing's gonna play some games with me, and I'm gonna be ready. And so like, you go and just barely touch this stone, and it plops away, and then you like step back and just kind of like have a little moment with yourself that you knew this was gonna happen. And you were prepared.
I turn back and I'm like, do not let that happen to one of you. You can just see like. Okay.
All right. Who would like to roll next? Oh, go ahead.
I think I can go next for Rue and me because I'm. But you said it's very steep, right? I don't know how high or how tall the ceiling is, but I probably can't hold Rue so high. So yeah, I keep it in the middle so that we also.
It's a spiral staircase, right?
Yeah.
So like,
yeah.
And it's going steep. So like, you actually have a fair bit of head clearance above
exactly.
you because of that.
Then I will hold Rue very high so that we have very nice illumination. And as I mentioned, I will hold with my tentacles on the sides of the wall and basically the central pillar of the staircase so that I do not touch the slippery stairs. And I would probably just see if I can manage safe descent. So I would make an agility roll, if that makes sense.
I would say agility or finesse because of like the degree, the precision that you're like, architecting this and also like holding another party member.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah.
Then
and I will
then
give you
Phoenix sounds better.
advantage because
Oh,
of
nice.
your ancestry.
Thank you. Thank you. Exactly. I have a feature called Dexterous Suckers, but this is only for agility and instinct, so this is nice that you give it more to me for finesse as well. Thank you. Advantage means d6. Should not forget about this. Oh, this looks good. 19, 23, stat. 23 with hope.
All right. Take that hope, and of course,
Awesome.
Hugh, take the hope that you got for your crit as well. I doubt you have any stress, so you know. So that is a success with hope. That is 2 more successes on your traversal. You are now well past halfway through this. You descend another 50 feet down as Nick very, again, just very calmly, very, in control. Like you guys are operating like seasoned pros so far going down this. It's quite amazing.
Hey, Rue, how are you doing?
It's funny you say season pro because in those 2 tentacles, you can just feel the cat still shaking with terror. But doing its absolute best to, with that torch, to try and shed as much light as possible, but primarily to Iku behind us, just to try and make sure you can. Oh, you have a torch, don't you? Sorry, you have a torch. I forgot you had a torch. Apologies. In that case, I am just desperately trying not to fall out of these tentacles.
They are gripping
No
tight.
roll required. Like so Rue, if you can think of something that you would like to do to make a roll to help the party, that'd be fine. But if you want to just pass and let Eku do something, that's also fine.
There's things I could do. I don't think there's things that Rue would do. So I think I'd pass.
Perfect. You feel like you're contributing though, because this is like the way that you're being held aloft is lighting up the area more than like it normally would. So, Eku, coming up on the rear, how would you like to help the party proceed down this staircase?
Basically, the main risk that we're facing right now is that we might just fall way too rapidly. Do we even see the end of a staircase, or is it just a massive...
Not at the moment, nope. Like you think you might see like a little glow about like 60 feet below, like just starting to, but it's really, really faint. It's just like, you can't tell if it's just like something in your eyes or actual light.
Do I hear, do I smell, even taste, if I have to get down on my knees and taste the goddamn floor? Do I sense any sort of presence or danger? Because we did see blood on the wall, which, if it's just the stairs, how do we get blood on the wall? With what? So, like, they are busy counting the steps and make sure we don't step on a trapped step or whatever. But this is done. I just have to keep one ear to listen which one I have to step on or not. Something is missing here. So I'm trying to make sure that there is indeed simply no other danger, or I want to find that danger.
All right. I would say that's an straight instinct roll.
Yeah. For now it's going to be this. Keep on rolling my dice in an area where there's no structure and it gets cocked. I have instinct 3, so that's going to be for the 19 with fear.
Yes.
Awesome. I will use that fear immediately, but that is another success. All right, yeah.
So I do find the danger. Okay.
Yeah. So, hold on just a sec. All right. So yeah, you get down and you kind of like start to smell around and like lean in close to the wall and kind of like get a little close to the stairs. The stairs still smell fairly strongly of spilled ale. However, you do catch a new scent just in the air around you, and it's definitely been getting stronger as you've been descending, and it's kind of surprising because it smells like seawater, like almost like kind of a little bit musty, but just basically seawater, which like you weren't expecting. The walls aren't really wet; they aren't really dripping or anything like that. But yeah, and you also smell this really kind of like mixed in with that seawater smell, this really sour tang that can only be described as like halfway between like rotting flesh and fermenting beer, right? And so like that scent, you kind of like become aware as like, like there's definitely something up with that that's going to be a threat at some point. However, all the threat here in this stairwell seems to be just entirely from these stones slipping out underneath you and the general slippiness. And with that, you feel this rush of wind like gush up from beneath, and it blows out your two torches, plunging you into darkness. And that was the fear that I spent.
My torch has stopped working.
I immediately stop.
Shitty device.
Hugh
All
walks
right,
a few
so
steps further.
You definitely noticed that the lights went out, but
Yeah.
you can decide if you want to stop or not. So when the lights go out, that does put a bit of risk on all of y'all. How are you guys going to try and relight these torches in the total darkness?
While they're probably busy trying to snap a flintstone or something like that to light them up.
Yeah, Rue has a bit.
Start...
Rue is not at disadvantage because he's like being held safely by somebody else who's secured to the wall. So, Rue, I would say you could probably like do just a quick instinct check or finesse check to relight it with no disadvantage. Eku, I think in the darkness, you've also kind of like climbed around a little bit. You would be at a disadvantage to try and relight yours if you were just doing it normally.
I don't know for sure that I can relight the torch immediately. What I will first do, because it's a matter of priorities, I will start to compose a complaint letter from the makers who made that magical torch that doesn't really work when there's wind, even though it is magical. So I will start a form of complaint that's going to be verified by my hall to make sure it is a verified buyer complaint that's going to be published on their shop, just making sure that we're square on that.
You're having
which
a
will
difficult
delay
time.
the moment I will going to...
You're having a difficult time riding in complete darkness.
Oh, this is my specialty.
Okay.
I am a great writer. The torch is a problem. The writing...
Cool. Awesome. Rue, would you like to try and relight your torch? Okay, just a quick finesse or instinct roll.
Can I help him?
Yeah, absolutely. If you want to.
Because I would spend a hope and send you basically a little box with flint and whatever you need to light stuff. Yeah, I hold it up so you can use it.
I think reach over, grab it, and just sparking away at this flint and steel. That is a finesse, sorry, yeah.
Hmm?
Did you say? Okay, that's a 14 with fear.
Okay. I will take that fear back. You relight your torch and light floods back into the stairwell. You're back in kind of the situation you were in before. Eku, you could relight your torch now if you want.
Yeah, I finish, and when the lights come down, I realize that I am so good at that. Actually, wonderful handwriting, slightly slanted.
I was going to say.
But that's like it's absolutely possible. I sign with my official signature. I pocket that for later, and I realize that actually I turned it upside down. So I light my torch. The complaint will go anyway. So just as every user is doing. So yeah, I light my torch. Say, just so you know, unless Nick has barfed on those stairs when we enter and I didn't notice. Some sea creatures with rotten flesh is seeping all of that stale ale everywhere. There's seawater, there's rotten flesh. This shouldn't be here.
How does Rue react to that news?
Rue, lets out almost like a strangled yowl in fear. Not so much an aggressive yowl, but just sheer terror. I think I'd say probably so much so that he's gonna jump out of your arms, Nick.
No.
And probably hide behind you with still the torch, but probably kind of right up against your back, almost like holding on for dear life, but pressed right up against you.
Okay.
All right. Nick, you have a cat climbing all over you. And I'm sure if you've ever owned a cat, you know what that feels like.
Yes. Yeah.
So, yeah. I'd say if you're gonna try
Ow, ow,
anything,
ow.
it'll be at disadvantage for a little bit.
I
So,
imagine.
Hugh, you're in the front while the shenanigans is going on behind you. Would you like to do anything to help the team proceed?
Yeah, I think I wanna play with something else here, but decisions.
You also
I think-
very clearly see an entrance below, like lighting up.
Great. Okay, perfect. I think I will do another inspirational words. I am going to kind of like turn and lean over, like around Nick towards Rue, and be like, I have heard many refer to the Qatari as scaredy cats. You should not be one of those. It would not be advantageous. And you gain a hope.
Good speech. Don't be a scaredy cat. Okay.
You very quickly
so
turning
cute.
into the party mom.
Yes.
Good.
You see on Rue's face a brief look of acknowledgement of, wait, you're right, I need to be better than that. And still trembling, still crawling and clawing into Nick as best out of pure fear. But you see this kind of want to be more brave, even if he can't be, he wants to be.
That's the first step. Wanting.
Additionally, the entrance is ahead. Not literal, not an
let's go ahead,
actual
then.
head. It seems to be a doorway of sorts.
Oh, you mean the entrance is not a head?
Let us continue.
Right on.
Okay.
So, Rue, are
Who
you
would
still
like to
clutching to
do
me?
something? Would any
Still
of you like to
latched
do
onto
something?
you.
Okay, I would basically extend 2 tentacles to Iku and Rue, and maybe another one to you, and then basically lead you all down the staircase, so that hopefully with one more roll we make it all safely down.
Yeah, let's do agility for that one since it's not as particular.
Perfect. You know, I'm very dexterous sucker, so you hold tight on my hands, right?
You have advantage on this, yeah.
Perfect. That's what I want to hear. Thank you very much. That is a 16 with hope.
Awesome.
Nice.
Take that hope, and that takes us to the end of the slippery stone spiral staircase. And you all emerge into a cavern. There is light in this cavern.
Ooh, a map.
It's about maybe 30 feet around. And the stones just stop in this kind of like completely flat stone cavern wall. Looks like it might have been partially worked, like some tooling might have happened to carve it out, but it also looks pretty rough. And there is light coming from a passageway leading north. And we are now on the map. You should have tokens that you can control. So please test your tokens
yeah.
to make sure that you can move them.
Oh,
Beautiful.
yes. Oh, God.
Excellent.
Amazing.
Oh,
Who
Rue,
stepped on my foot?
assign
That
yours.
was me.
Hold on a
Sorry.
sec. Represents character.
You stepped on my tentacles earlier. So I think we.
All right, fantastic. So yeah, it's just play is on you guys now to proceed however you would like to do as you explore this strange and wonderful new world that you found yourself in.
Question: Is
The
it still
the
like
smells
relative? Yeah.
of the sea air and that kind of rotting funk hit you like a wave as you kind of enter into this room. By the way, it's very strong.
Smells like my favorite fish market,
Yeah.
which is not here. Doubtful.
Do you like that smell?
It's appetizing.
Okay.
Point of order: Is it we are still in a relatively complete darkness and just the torch are shining something, or is there any sort of a source of light?
No, like surprisingly, there is like some ambient light coming from ahead of you.
Oh, okay. Any sound, any notable sound? Like we're supposed to find a tavern at some point. I'm expecting to hear sound, things being served, people fighting because it is a tavern.
You do
something
not
like
hear
that.
that. You do hear what sounds almost like rain.
Oh,
Oi.
rain underground. Wonderful. Okay.
These are a lot of funky sensations here.
I do know my compatriot, but I will turn around and look at the people accompanying me in this coin collector collective. And I will just make sure that I'm the only one able to tank any sort of damage. Mostly looking at you, but you, what are you wearing?
Hugh has Gambison armor. Is
Yeah,
not.
okay,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. yeah. Hugh,
And
like game mechanics aside, Hugh looks like they're wearing pajamas, basically, like very
okay, but yeah.
comfortable. Yeah.
I just wanted to double check that I'm going to now be the first.
Yeah.
In my shiny armor and probably my head scraping the top of the cavern, I will step forward.
All right.
May
I'm
I?
also going to turn on a light source for you, Eku.
Ah, yeah.
And then
Now I
I'll
can
turn
see.
on a light source for Rue.
Yeah. Okay. I'm free to move my thing. Yeah, this is okay. Cool.
are,
So I
yes.
shouldn't there.
I will be right behind you.
Okay, I think I will step. I will step right in the middle here.
Cool.
Oh,
And so
okay.
a quick note about like Daggerheart and map play. We're definitely not
right.
playing Dungeons and Dragons, right? We're not going to really fixate on movement distances or individual feet tracking or anything like that. Generally, feel free to move your character anywhere within close range, just as part of any action. If you want to do anything outside of like what would be normally like just moving around, just let me know and we'll determine if a roll is needed or not.
Oh fuck! I can open doors. Then I clicked on it. I haven't seen anything.
The passage ahead just kind of weaves back and forth. Like Echo, you think that it might be starting to get towards, might be opening up and widening a little bit as you proceed.
Yeah, I see the sort of bridge of wood in front of us. Is it water that I assume is going to be under, or don't even see what's on the drop?
You definitely see like a pool of water kind of in and around that for sure. Yeah, already.
I
You
do
also
take
see.
a quick. Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say like in that entranceway where you see the bridge, you see that there are just drips of water like constantly falling from above. Not like rain, but more like plinking individual drips.
Because I am more or less prudent, I will give it a quick look on the right when I pass that wall, and I will then step forward to present myself in front of that bridge and get a good look around and hear what I'm.
Excellent. Fantastic.
We have a working order, I guess.
So
Only 9.
let's have you
Perfect for
guys hold up
lightning bolt.
there for a second.
Yeah.
So as you approach the bridge that you see, the stairs abruptly end. It all ends at this ledge, revealing a dark cave 30 feet down, littered with stalagmites jutting through the surface of water. 50 feet above, a forest of stalactites hangs, drops falling from them steadily. In the center of this underground lake is an octagonal tower of heavy stone. Several massive stalagmites have crashed through its upper floor, or stalactites have crashed through its upper floors. The breach has left the top floor open on one side, exposing a dark room. Dim, flickering lights come from inside narrow windows all throughout the outside walls of the tower. Standing proudly on the highest remaining point of the roof is a small white goat. And in front of you, across the water, a single suspended wooden bridge leads to the entrance of the tower. Its ropes are thick and hold it fast, though many of the boards are split, and the surface of the bridge glistens with moisture.
Of course. So wait, I assume we all see the goat?
Oh, yes.
Alrighty.
This foul beast.
Nick is also seeing this and like, oh god! And at that sound, he's just hiding
And it's
behind Iku.
alive.
It echoes
It's alive.
like just throughout the whole thing. And from deep underground, you hear kind of a response.
Ooh. Oh god. A normal goat and a demon goat somewhere.
They are multiplying.
Hopefully the princess is the tiny one and not the demon one.
They're all demonic.
What do you do?
I didn't catch where the goat is. At the very top.
It's on the
of
roof.
tower?
It's on the very top of the roof of the tower.
Perfect. Good. And the height of the tower?
The tower, each floor is about 15 feet high, and it's 2 floors up and then a roof area. So the goat's about 60 feet vertically and about 100 plus feet away horizontally. So quite a ways away.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Very far.
Yeah, it's-
very far away.
Yeah. It's farther than far. Yeah.
I would grab Crumplehoof's favorite stool out of my backpack and basically hold it up and shout towards the top of the tower. Oh, my princess! I brought your stool! Would you come down? I place it in front of me and step a few steps aside in case the goat already comes down, and I hide halfway behind Iku.
Yes, Nick. Good idea. Lure it into jumping into its death.
Make a presence roll for me, please.
Oh god. Okay. You know, I'm very afraid of this goat, so I would not be sad if you give me disadvantage because it just makes sense.
Yeah, let's put disadvantage
There's no
on
rules
that,
for. I was about to say there's no rule for players putting disadvantage on other players' characters, but I would happily slap to give them disadvantage.
I have a 0 with fear.
Oh,
my
how
goodness.
did you do that?
With disadvantage, and I rolled a 4.
Yeah, okay.
And I have -1.
Yeah,
So
Okay. Nick.
That's new. I never had a 0 roll before.
So, for some reason, you think that putting the stool at the edge of the ledge here would help. You're not exactly sure. It just looked more poetic or something. So you step up to the edge of the ledge and place the stool, and immediately start to slip. Please make an agility reaction roll, and of course with advantage because of your suckers.
Alrighty. Bye, guys. No, not bye, guys. 9 and 9 is a crit.
Oh, all right. Well, with a crit, even though you kind of you're out of fear, you just ink yourself and start to slide, and then but you just clamp down, and you even manage to get a hold on the stool before it goes tumbling into the water.
Yes.
Crumplehoof just kind of, the goat up on the roof just kind of looks at you, and you just hear a brief like, and then it just jumps into a hole in the roof.
Oh, okay. Down into the tower through a hole in
Into
roof,
the
okay.
tower from the top. Yep.
Amazing. The goat actually prepared the level design of the dungeon to announce itself and hide so that we get to seek it. Such a clever animal.
All right. Who would like to do something else?
I will, not even looking, just lean to just raise Nick back from the, the precipice as if it's usual.
Thank you.
Just mindlessly doing it. All right. This is the tavern, I bet. Forward! And I will walk. On the
When
path.
I was hanging, sorry, real quick. When I was hanging at the ledge, I think I saw that there's some kind of there's a path that is leading away from the bridge, and I basically just like with my one kind of broken tentacle, I point into this direction while you get me back.
Oh, yeah, there's a path on the right, you think?
Looks
Looks like it.
Okay. Not onward. Let me check that real quick.
Wait, maybe Rue can check this out.
Oh no, I'm
Yeah,
going. Yeah, Roo, come here.
As you
Burglar,
bring
do
Rue
your
across,
burgling.
she's going to,
Alright.
or he rather is going to pull out some rope and just start affixing it around his waist and around, then gives the other end to you, Iku. Please, I need water. Please, if I tumble, please hold on to me, please.
Why are you putting a leash upon yourself?
Me and water
All
don't
right.
get on.
All right. I will walk forward more thing and just drag Roof with me. All right. I will continue to advance in this cavern. It's a small cavern.
Yep.
I just look around to see that if we can do anything like climb above, maybe like just explore the space and see what's what.
Okay. So just off of the stairwell landing, this narrow ledge leads into a low, damp hollow. Inside, the air smells of dead animals and wet leather. A single decrepit bedroll lies half buried in dirt, along with a dented cooking pot, a torn satchel, and a glint of a broken dagger. Something shivers and twitches inside the bedroll.
Ooh.
I will pull Roo forward. Inspect!
You can do it. Wrong voice.
When I'm not sure if Rue's more scared of the thing in the bedroll or of Iku, so he's going to comply. Begrudgingly, but going to comply.
This is my way of giving you help action if you need it. If you want it, I would say.
Perfect. He's going to step forward and ever so gingerly, just one retractable claw, just start gingerly poking the bedroll at its length as far as he can.
Make an instinct for me, Rue, with advantage.
No, you want the help or not?
I'd say this is a
You have
reaction
advantage.
roll, not for hope or fear.
Ah, okay, yeah, but fine. I cannot help then.
Okay, perfect. So that was an instinct roll, sorry, yeah?
Yeah.
Instinct reaction roll.
Okay, I
And
got
you have
hope for then. It's a
advantage.
9 and a 6. And the d6 is a 3, so maths 15, 18.
All right. A kind of
Wonderful.
strangely familiar smell, like, is coming from this bedroll. Like, it smells very much stronger of the rot smell that you've been smelling this whole time. But you also catch the scent of rat. Very distinctive, like, scent of rat. Like, what do you do?
You see the bristles on the back of his neck just stand on end there, and the tail goes washy. You've all worked with Rue before, so you know that's kind of a sign of not panic but alertness, almost like he's seen Rue in both halves of the scaredy cat and then the oh shit, I need to get onto it kind of approach. When the tail goes bushy, it's kind of that approach. So yeah, the tail goes bushy, the bristles go up, and immediately the rest of the claws, all bar the missing middle one, extend from his paw. I'm just gonna slash as instinct takes over to hunt a rat.
All right, so you slash through the bedroll with no warning, getting a free strike on whatever's inside of it. Go for it.
Okay. Just check where my retractable claws are.
This is how his group is solving problems, slashing.
Yep.
Yeah. Diplomacy is a weapon.
Indeed.
Sorry guys, bear with me a second. I'm just trying to find where my
Please.
claws are. There we go. Agility roll. And never mind, because that is a 6 with fear.
6 with fear. Ah.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, you've been kind of just terrified this entire trip, like, you know, and so your strike runs real shallow. Like, you just kind of instinctively like and like slap away the top covering of this, revealing a extra large, like it's the size of a giant rat. It's about 3 feet long, but it's also just bloated, almost like it's inflated from the inside, with large blisters of yellow, like liquid bubbling on the outside of it. And you can see like the rest of its flesh is looking somewhat decayed and sunken, and its eyes are almost like filled with that yellow liquid, as well as it like burps up this like cough of like yellow mist as it makes a little attempt to squeak like a rat. And then I'm gonna take a fear to have it make a dash run away from all of you, heading towards the entrance. It just bolts for the passageway.
That poor rat.
It feels like that's okay. Yeah.
I also don't see myself hitting that rat now. I would rather want to help it, but when it's bolting away, I don't know if I want to touch it.
As long as does the rat look like they are fleeing because we are just too many and we are just slash at sight and it's too dangerous to stay with us, or is it like the rat is repositioning for something?
Make an instinct reaction roll.
Oh. 12 with 12, just 12.
As it's running away, there's this brief moment, very brief, where it like slows down a little bit, looks back at you, and you swear you see the hint of a smile on it as it like starts to like continue to run away.
The rat is smiling back to me. Very cute.
Almost like a sneer, like a "I got you" kind of smile.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, I feel had. And I will turn back to the material aspect of this encounter and go for the sash and check if there's anything that I can recollect as depth.
Is
I
anyone going
looked.
to try and stop the rat from escaping?
I would like to spend a hope and open a line of telepathy with the rat.
Oh yes. Amazing.
All right.
Start squeaking.
Is there any sort of like roll required or like effect that this would do?
It just says spend a hope to open a line of mental communication with one target you can see. This connection lasts until your next rest, or you cast again.
Awesome. All right. Wow. Hugh, you reach out to the mind of this rat and you feel as if you just touched like a hot wire of sentience. a mind vastly larger than the one that you expected to find responds to you and immediately detects and is aware of you. And in your mind's like kind of cognizance of like what you hear a sound with it that you can only describe as that of an old woman as this voice echoes in your head and says, "Oh, dearie, this is going to be more fun than I expected."
Oh, cool.
Uh, who are you?
And the rat continues to run away.
Hugh is just like holding the side of their head and just running after it.
Okay.
When I see that,
You!
then I will follow you, definitely. I will follow you. Okay, sorry.
Feel free to. All right, so Hugh connected with it telepathically. Would anyone else like to try and do anything in this moment?
You, what?
Echo is
What
looking
did
at
you
the
hear?
I would say, Rue, like you were in the thick of it. What would you like to do in response to all this?
Yeah, so Rue's instinct has probably taken over of the fear a little bit, so the hunting instinct to catch a rat, right? So I think Rue is going to try and chase after it. Bearing in mind it is still on a rope though.
Yeah, I mean, I when I see Rule go ahead, I do have to free my two hands to loot, and I will let go of Rule's leash or rope. So to let Rule go away, and I will still focus on looting and let the others catch a rat.
All right, you race up. Would you like to try any action to stop this rat?
I want to bounce on it as a cat would. I don't quite know how that would work. I mean, actually, is it still shadowy in here? Is it a half light? I know I've got a torch.
The shadows
it
everywhere in here. Yeah.
Perfect.
Let
In
me
which
help
case, sorry, go for it.
No, I will just help you. You do your pounce, and
Okay.
I will maybe throw you into the shadow with my tentacles, and the momentum will then carry you to the next shadow, and you can pounce on it.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm just going to use my shadow step, and then where I mark a stress, disappear into the shadow, and pop out the other side of it, and I'm trying to kind of appear just the other side of the rat to stop it in its tracks, stop it getting any further. So it's almost felt stuck between myself and Hugh. Is kind of the plan.
Awesome. Yeah, make an attack.
Attack.
And since you're cloaked, you have advantage as well.
Thank you. Agility.
And then it would also give you your sneak attack damage if you hit.
Perfect. So that is a 12, 17 to hit.
That hits.
For damage. Just check my damage. I don't think the claws actually do damage, but on a success they become temporarily vulnerable. Excuse me. So I think I've just made the rat vulnerable rather than actually hurt it.
Okay, that is important. All right, so you hiss and like claw and scratch at this thing, and it like basically like curls up and flops over. Instinct takes over what sentience was motivating and driving it, and it like just temporarily just like completely like does this kind of like rictus ball and like flops over on its side, and you notice at this time that it's not breathing, but like the pustules are just undulating inside of it, and you realize that the rat itself is effectively a zombie, and that what you're fighting is this stuff inside of it. And you see it start to like almost look like it's about to, it's like inflating a little bit like a balloon in reaction to your threat, and it is now vulnerable.
Like seeing that proves, if you've ever owned a cat or seen a cat try to be sick, when it starts retching, he's doing exactly that, just taking a step back.
right. So it effectively can't do anything at the moment as well. So who would like to? And was that with hope or with fear?
It's actually
Okay.
set.
All right, then it is going to use its action to kind of like shake off that vulnerability. So I will just it's kind of spends it gets back up, and you see like the yellow had gone out of its eyes briefly, and now it like floods back in, and it just looks at you like very upset, just kind of hisses like this yellow mist out of it, and you see like little drips of yellow drool coming out of it, almost like porridge.
Oof. Gross.
That was its fear reaction. So that was its action. So who's next? Who would like to go?
I think
have
Iku
something,
will
but
need
if
a
Nick
bit of
wants
time
to
to
do-
loot, right? No, you go ahead. What
Okay.
is your move?
I am going to try and force more information out of this rat.
Oh, please.
Okay.
I'm gonna like approach a little bit closer, cutting by Nick here, and looking down and saying, "On behalf of the Coin Collectors Collective, you will give me answers." And I'm gonna try and use Tell No Lies. So I need to make a spellcast roll. That is a hang on. 13 plus 3, so 16 with fear.
All right. That is a success.
Perfect. On a success, they can't lie to you while they remain within close range, but they are not compelled to speak. If you ask them a question and they refuse to answer, they must mark a stress, and the effect ends. So I'm gonna look down at this creature and be like, "Who are you, really?"
You get at the same moment as it floods your mind, a sound shakes the entire cavern, and you see like the water ripple all around, and it is this cacophonous laughter. I am that which will be. I am that which will take all of you. I am the everlasting, the eternal. I am the wart that walks. And then that laughter again. And it's just little dust falls and rain falls from the ceiling. And you see this poor body of this rat is just vibrating as and you also hear kind of like that voice almost like vibrating out of the rat itself as well in sound.
I am. Sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You wanted to say something? I think I am looking at you, and I know that you're telepathic. Like, this is probably not the first time that you've done this. So I know how this looks like. And I will look at you, and with basically a questioning eye. Do you want this post?
Do I have any way of ascertaining whether or not this thing is going to blow up?
Yeah, make an instinct roll.
Great. Let's see. So 14 minus 1. That's 13 with fear.
You suspect that it is. The skin looks like it's under great strain to contain what's inside of it. And it definitely looks inflated, like a balloon. It's having trouble running on its poor little legs. It's like it's the reverse of Jimothy. It's got like almost no legs left.
The anti-Jimothy. Hugh's gonna take a couple steps away, back this way, and be like, You may dispose of it as you wish. I fear it may erupt in pustules of some gross kind.
Okay. I will rush to the back of the rat. I hope I positioned myself well. And I will make just an attack against it. And when I succeed, hopefully I can push it into the water, away from us. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm doing exactly that with a crit.
Ooh.
Nice.
I will
Congrats.
spend the hope
Take your
that I
hope.
just got to make overwhelm and push it into close range away from me towards the water.
Fantastic. With a crit, you definitely succeed in doing this. As you know, your fists are relatively soft on in their manifestation, even though very skilled. So yeah, like you chuck this guy into the water, and it hits one of the many stalagmites that are poking up, and just explodes in this burst of like acidic pus and spores around it when it does so. It's just horrible screech that just puts like all of Rue's hair like completely up on end.
I hope you've severed the telepathic connection before it exploded.
So what I saw from my point of view is that you all went after the rat, and after a few seconds, the rat was into the void. I'm like, yeah, so that wasn't a problem at all.
You did hear the laughter. The laughter was like audible.
Oh, it did.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that wasn't in the. Okay.
Yeah, the kind of cackling laughter, like you felt it more than heard it because it kind of like shook the environment a little bit.
Okay.
But in the meantime, so the spotlight shifts back to the quiet side cave as Eku looks at a bunch of things inside of it. You went for the satchel first, I believe. So
Yeah.
we'll start with that. Alrighty.
Oh, we're doing dungeon crawling, so you can and maybe will use the table for loot in the game that I never used.
Well, for this one, like I've got it kind of all pre-written, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I should allow more randomness. I absolutely should. All right. So yeah, like the bedroll was foiled. The satchel looks like it was a waterproof belt pouch, like slightly larger waterproof belt pouch. It contains snippets of paper of old tavern songs that like look like they refer to the last round table directly. There's a bunch of footnotes kind of written on them that include some pretty snarky comments, like just like kind of crude and snarky. In addition to that, you find a crude hand-drawn map showing a route on the surface to the Wobbly Harpy, and a note written off to the side of it that says he opened it. Inside of the pouch, you also find 4 what are called tin bits, which are like the lowest form of currency in this land. They're little tin coins. And then you find a page of an older document that appears to be a hymnal song. If you could please roll me a d20.
Oh,
Cool.
Mysterious.
5.
5. The song is titled The Kindly Kick. And it is a song about a drunkard who got kicked out of the bar.
The kindly kicked.
The Kindly Kick. Like lovingly like removing somebody from a bar by literally kicking them out. And that's what the song's about.
Amazing.
There's a lot of love in kicks. I like kicking.
So I move
I
around
will,
the corner.
I will
and,
cherish the song and place it in my, my thing.
I would also say it's the paper and the writing style of it looks old. It looks like it was torn from like a really old, like almost a holy book.
Oh, okay, yeah. So fine work, okay.
Yeah, it's got like
Um,
embellishments of like a bartender like literally kicking a guy out it's got like little gold like filaments and all that on it.
yeah. You will probably see if you come back. I see a few of you came back around the corner, and you will see that AQ has done basically. I mean, unless there's something else, I went through the sash, but it's basically done opening and gutting the sash open. Uncharacteristically left the coin on the ground and is way more interested in paperwork, and so it just very carefully sifting through the paper, and the coin is like tin.
I look
Alright.
or glance around the corner. Iku, more reds?
No, just paper.
Oh, okay. Just paper? That's boring. Can we go over the bridge?
There's a few interesting mention in the paper. Do you know a he?
I already left. Maybe you knows.
Do you know a he? All right. I pocket both all of the paper. Yeah, including the bad review of the the last one table, which I might need to double check and make sure that it's legit, and we'll follow with the rest of the group. I will give a last look to the bedroll and just make sure that there's no other material possessions that I could acquire.
Nothing that looks valuable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is a bedroll, and there's a waterproof sash, so. Yeah, it feels like someone has tried to navigate this realm without having to suffer through the water, but I don't see any person. The bedroll, how big is it?
And it looks like it was human sized. And it looks like
okay.
somebody might have camped here for a night or so.
Yeah. Okay. But I see one bedroll, not like three.
Correct. Yeah.
Interesting.
Weird. Very weird. I would have expected three. All right. I pocket all of those papers and discuss about them later. I will rejoin the rest of the group. And
Maybe these adventurers are all very tiny and are living or sleeping in one bedroom.
Possibly. Can we move across and enter this tavern already? Where's that stupid rat? The rat is...
You see a yellow stain on a stalagmite and a little sack, what looks like a sack floating on top of the water next to it.
Disgusting. And I will step. I will be. If nobody wants to cross first, I'm happy to be first and cross the bridge and see where it leads us.
All right. Proceed if you wish. How do you want to try and get across this bridge?
With my 2 legs.
Excellent. Off you go. About halfway through, I'm going to spend a fear, and one of the boards is going to give way underneath you. Please make a quick agility reaction roll.
Should be fine. Agility -1, so it makes for a total of 17.
All right. You managed to avoid getting stressed by this board breaking underneath you. You realize it was actually a pretty small little bit that was kind of rotten, and that most of the boards are actually very stable and secure. So the rest of you make
one of my legs. Yeah, one of my legs go through it, and now I'm only 6 feet tall.
But when I see this, I once again will hook one with one of my tentacles into your plate on one side, and also give out another 2 tentacles to the back for anyone to hold onto if they want to.
All right. So yeah, I mean, you're otherwise make it across the bridge without any other incident. arriving at what appears to be a very large set of double doors.
Mm-hmm. I see some weird structure when I go through the bridge on the left. I see there's some hole in the walls here
It's a window.
on the ledge. It is a window? Okay. I will not attempt to climb through the window. There's a door. The door looks like official or slightly open or like a locked door. So what does it look like?
These it's a very large set of double doors made from heavy oak slabs, carved with faded designs that are bound in brass. The brass is now streaked green with verdigris and corrosion. It looks like an image of a very portly man in priest robes, like basically clasped, arm over each other, one on each door, with another portly man who is wearing like brewer's clothes, and both of them have like light coming down from above.
Yeah, it looks official enough that I'm not going to kick that one. I knock.
That'll go well.
There's no
And I
sound
wait
in
for an
response.
answer.
Nothing happens.
After you've
kick.
knocked, I walk
Okay, go
to the
ahead.
window. I walk to the window and just like look through. Do I see something?
You see
Superb
a
noise.
darkened room that appears to be like you think you see like the glints of maybe some weapons in there, but no movement. You see like the tip of a spear leaning against a wall across from you. You think it might be some sort of abandoned guard room.
Oh, no one's there.
Anything your squid eyes see?
Just leftover weapons, I assume. Maybe a guard's room,
Alright.
but the
I
guards
turn
are all
back to the
gone.
door and I turn back to the door and I kick it open.
All right. The door opens easily
Before we go inside,
without.
Oh yeah.
What?
I spoke mind to mind with the rat. Or the individual who was commanding the rat. They claim to be our end. Let us make that statement untrue. And I'm going to rally and give
I saw it
everybody
going, this is already. Oh my god.
and give everybody a d6. You can
Amazing.
spend it
Thank
to
you.
add to an action roll, reaction roll, damage roll, or clear a number of stress equal to the result.
All the rolls.
Very kind, thank you.
Absolutely beautiful. The
Not
most
quite sure
totally
how that
neutral
would rally.
rallying action of all
Yeah.
You feel
Not sure
reassured
that
to have
would
very
rally, Brew.
the reassuredness of having things stated obviously as very matter of fact is grounding you. Wait, you. Just run that back to me one more time. You
Right.
spoke to the rat.
Let us make that statement untrue.
No, before that, what did you say? What the rat could speak into your mind?
Well, I could speak into its mind more accurately. Although it did speak first. But I did establish the connection. Do you have any other
All right.
questions?
That would be the end of my questions. Thank you, Hugh. I like you.
Of course, I know this.
All right. Nick, you charge ahead.
I
So,
charge
Nick,
ahead.
you step into a foyer. This torch sconces along the walls here still burn, their flames flickering bright, slightly brighter as you enter. Interior doors in this space lead to the east and to the west, your left and right, respectively. Our west is to the left and east is to the right. In this map, up is north. The eastern door, the one on this right side over here, is bulging and cracked. It's like, seems like there's something almost like pressing it from the other side. The floor in this area is generally strewn with a lot of splintered wood. And in the center of this area, pretty much right where you're standing, Nick, is a makeshift throne formed from the broken remains of other chairs and stools, with a cushion of sort formed on top of the seating area from discarded bar rags.
How does Rue react when they see a perfect seating area with a cushion?
Exactly as you'd expect. Hesitant, but heads up. Does the circle a few times with the paws going, and tries to settle down, trying to get comfy for the first time. Yeah.
All right, Rue, as you do so, you feel a slight crinkle underneath the mat, underneath your paws.
Immediately jumps off. The bristles on his neck have gone. Oh, there's something here.
It was like a crinkle,
Yeah.
kind of like a kind of.
I was about to open the western door, but when I hear Rue jump off and complain about the crinkle, I turn around and use my rune hand to just blast the whatever was crinkling.
No!
Okay. I imagine that involves that's just a regular attack, right? Rune hands.
I attack the crinkle.
You attack the crinkle. Excellent. Please make an attack roll.
That'll be the name of this first session. I attack the crinkle.
Yes.
Crinkle.
Either
is a
that
good
or I
one.
kick the door, but yeah. It's going to be a grand total of 8 with fear.
Oh,
All right. So you managed to miss the crinkle. You blast
almost point blank.
You blast the throne. It being assembled, I will take that fear. It being assembled out of just like leftover remains of stools and chairs, it falls apart. The mat like falling off. As you see, the source of the crinkle appears to be a sheet of paper that was hidden underneath the mat. It gently wafts down to the ground, unharmed.
Oh, are you serious? You got spooked by paper. And I will lean to see if there's anything left from the paper.
Yeah, you missed it. You by a mile.
Ah,
So
yeah.
It's fine. Yeah. Make another D20 roll for me, please.
Gladly. 4. I go down 5 and 4 and 3 and
All right. It looks very similar to the hymnal page that you collected before. Looks like it belongs basically to the same book, and even is kind of like like the page right before it. It is another song, like a shanty of bar songs. The title of this song is called "Crown the Clown."
I love that. I get the feeling that we can gather more and more of these shanties, and then eventually they come in handy. I love that.
Well, for singing, yes. For the story, no.
Maybe for the story too.
Let the community
Maybe
write
there's
the
a-
lyrics of the songs.
Yes.
All right. So I assume you collect the paper, Eku.
I place it in my very important stash of paper, my chest.
Fantastic.
While this is happening, I'm just basically opening the door if it's not locked, the left door where I already peered into from the outside, and
It is not.
it's not locked.
It is not locked. And
Great.
as you suspected, it opens up into an empty guard room. The guard room appears to be relatively undamaged. It's got broken racks of piles of rusted gear laying half buried in like a little bit of rubble. and the arrow slit style window leans outwards, similar to the foyer, like a little like torch kind of like lights up a little bit as it kind of briefly flickers a little bit as you enter. And yeah, you just see a variety of basically just wrecked like gear here, warped spears, cracked shields, a few old helmets.
Why can I try to ascertain why do they look wrecked? Are they just like ages old and because of that they're broken, or does it look like something intentionally happened to them that caused them to be in disrepair?
Yeah, I would say that's either like a knowledge or an instinct roll, your choice about how
Make
you
an
want to go about it.
Instinct, and that is very high, 23, but with fear.
Okay, I'm just stacking up the fear, man. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Yeah. I wish I normally leave it on display. I'm up to 9s, just to let y'all know.
Oh,
I need
love
the
it
little
once
sound that
you
I
get
can
to
go
use
like
them.
clink every time I do it.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Important. Yeah, that is a success. You're looking at this. It's very clear that whatever happened in this particular space happened a long time ago. There is like, you do see something that looks like it was more recent though. There appears to have been some sort of small shrine on the wall, and so this is something that in medieval towns you're pretty familiar with. People who like worship kind of like secondhand off, like gods usually have these really small little wooden shrines that they'll put on their wall that they open up and light candles in and that kind of thing. And this one appears to be similar to the figure that was on the door, the kind of portly man. He's like sitting on top of a barrel, and there's just light shining in from above. But and that's the etching that's inside of this little shrine. But the whole thing has just been like dissolved and charred and rotted away. Like the etching you just barely can make out from like images or like damage that's happened relatively recently from this, covered with this kind of yellow pustule look around it. And in addition to that, you see that there's like some collections of like almost like oiled cloth and damp canvases and sticky wood kind of underneath it that is just rank with that sour smell and has little bits of that yellow slime still clinging to it that like fell down from this thing.
Yikes. And I think I can probably make the connection that the rat was also eating this yellow pustule thing.
Yep.
Yeah, great. Fun.
Appetizing.
Looks like whatever caused the rat to not look so good also spread throughout here, apparently.
Seems to have spread to this door as well. I'm gonna go open the eastern door.
Okay. As you
I,
approach the eastern
prepare
door,
myself
the eastern door is very obviously kind of bulging out, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah, I will prepare myself behind Hugh to catch them when they immediately get blasted by whatever it is behind. I get into the baseball catcher.
Maybe it's full
All
of
right.
riches.
Definitely.
All right.
Of course.
No roll needed. I'm spending a fear as like you just touch the door, you like turn the handle a tiny bit, and it explodes outward, tumbling rocks on top of you. Please, both of you make a agility reaction roll.
Perfect. 13.
All right, that
8.
succeeds. That unfortunately does not succeed. All right, you take 8 points of physical damage. Eku.
8 points of physical damage.
Yep.
I will
rocks.
mark an armor to take nothing. Just bounce over me, like, just shake it off.
And the door opens, or basically bursts asunder to reveal that the area beyond is completely collapsed and filled with rubble and rocks.
I think this is a dead end.
I would agree.
I like you.
All right. While this has been going on, Rue, what have you been up to?
Rue immediately moved up, seeing Hugh go to the door, immediately darted up to that corner, and then he's just trying to work out what else there might be up ahead.
So what you see ahead of you is it looks like it's a courtyard in the middle of this tower. You can actually see that this particular space, this courtyard area that opens up in front of the foyer, does not have a roof. It goes up to the space above it, to the second floor, and then like is capped by where the roof of the building would normally be. But there's even like there normally would have been like a clearing all the way up through the whole building to all above it, with like it open to the sky above, but the roof is collapsed down, so it's kind of blocking up like parts of that space. And there's a lot of that rubble kind of all in this area as well, but you can still clearly see to the above you to the second level, up. And what you see is ringing the courtyard level above you is what looks like a railing and kind of a walkway, like just outside of that courtyard. Make a instinct reaction roll for me, please.
I think that's a 19.
A 19 with hope or fear. Oh, that was a reaction roll. Doesn't matter. 19. Wow, that's exceptional. So you see a few things. You hear and see a few things. You hear a buzzing of like very large insects. You see on the left side of the courtyard, towards the west, like what looks like maybe the silhouette of a humanoid or a human that kind of just disappears quickly when it like sees you coming in and realizes that you saw it. And then off on the right, standing on the corner of the handrail, is a small white goat that just is looking down at you impassively.
I think we would hesitantly, really hesitantly call out to the goat. Was it Crumplehoof? I think it was. Just quick. Actually whispering this, not putting on a voice, but he would actually whisper.
All right, make a quick presence roll for me.
Presence, sorry.
Yep, presence.
Oh, that's not so
Are you trying
good.
to like call Crumplehoof down to you? Is that what you're trying to do? Okay.
Yeah. That is a 5 with fear.
Oh, no.
I just love that every attempt we do to get Crumplehoof's attention is just like, nope.
The dice know this is session
I don't know
one,
what
so.
it is, but yeah, like any rolls related to her tend to be like just chaotic as anything. This is the third play test of this, and it's been that way the entire time. And I love it. So Crumplehoof again just kind of looks at you and goes like, and turns around, and you see the tail lifting, and you know what that means. Mm-hmm. But you're far enough away; it's not going to hit you anyways. And she just pees into the courtyard and then hops down off of the railing, disappearing into the shadows.
Amazing.
I step forward, getting basically in the view of all of that, and probably miss the goat like by half a second. What is this all about? What are you doing, Whoa?
The goat, it was here. It weed and ran off. You see this look of puzzlement across his face.
I will eventually find that goat and kill it.
Wait,
No, hold on.
I
Nick,
stick my head out of it. Yeah.
do we kill it or do we save it? What is it?
Oh my God, the door's closed. Let me out. Okay. I stick my head out of the room where I just came from. What? No! Don't kill the goat! Do not kill the goat! Just catch it and hold it. We have to bring it up to the tavern keeper. He's such a lovely guy. We have to bring his goat back. Seriously. I mean, you guys have to do it. I'm not doing it, but someone have to. So please, no killing.
And who's doing it? I'm looking at Rue and you.
So those of you who are kind of standing on the threshold of the courtyard, you can see all the like things that Rue saw before. Like it goes up to the second floor, and you can see the railing, and you all can distinctly hear the sound of large insects buzzing up there.
Insects.
Yeah. Okay. The goat was on the west side, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Let me before we move on. Can I also
Oh,
quickly
okay, yeah.
can I also quickly
Easy.
have a glance into the old guard room to see if there's anything that is not not covered in disgusting liquids and stuff, and that might be lootable?
I assumed you already did that.
Okay, okay, great.
It was all really old. The weapons look like they're probably over 100 years old. Like their styles are
Oh,
old.
okay.
Like they've rusted. They've fallen apart. Yeah, they're in bad shape.
Got it. I mean, I am not interested in weapons anyways. My weapons are my tentacles, but perhaps someone else might have been. But
You have a good reflex to acquire material possession. This is good financial literacy. All right. Enough about the goat. We need to
So,
find
move
those
on?
3 people. Yes. The insects we heard upper stairs, and so those doors are upper stairs, right?
Like the doors you're looking at in this room are on this level. Like this is a courtyard
okay.
that opens up to the second story.
Ah, okay. Yeah, we can see the second story, but the doors are...
If you could fly, you could go up.
Yeah, okay, I get it. I mean, also I am 8 or 9 feet tall, so I don't think it is enough to reach, like to
No,
just...
it's like each of the floors are 15 feet.
50, oh, each floor, oh yeah. Nope.
Very
Just a
high
question.
ceilings for medieval times.
No, yeah.
Just-
Grand facility.
just a
Yeah.
question, real quick. John, what do you think? How long are we going today? Still?
This is probably a good place to stop. Like I would have loved to have had a dramatic stop. I mean, we could dramatically
I
stop
can
with
give you a
Crumplehoof
dramatic
weeing
stop. I can
on,
open a door and
Rue.
it's a dramatic, but...
Yeah, that's a fantastic image to end with. Goats peeing into like a
Yes.
courtyard from
We
2 stories
just
above.
watched this elegant goat pee into the courtyard. We're all standing there contemplating our choices.
Majestic. It's utterly majestic.
Truly beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nature is amazing.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, let's go ahead and call it there for today. Do you all have any questions about like how this is going or any like recommendations? And then we'll move on to like stars and wishes.
I had a blast. I love the world so much.
Oh,
The Pratchett-y vibe is just visible in every scene. It's so nice. So yeah, I'm having fun, and I'm excited on a personal note. It's the first time I'm going to get to play a Daggerheart character for more than one session, so that's going to be huge for me.
Awesome. Fantastic.
Also, no questions for me. I really like this dungeon crawling here and figuring out, finding nooks and crannies and doors and such, and mysteries, and yeah, I love it.
Fantastic. Yeah, like that's my main like there's a lot of folks who like have feelings about dungeon crawls mixed with Daggerheart. And so one of the goals that I'm trying to do with like some of these adventures that are more oriented towards kind of more traditional 5e play is to bridge that gap, is to find a way to fuse both worlds where you're not really missing out on either side, right? And so it's a challenge, but it's I'm hoping that I'm getting close to it. So.
Oh yeah.
No, I think you're pretty much nailing it. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
It feels like dungeon crawling. It doesn't feel like as tedious as to measure everything and roll every dice
Yeah.
possible. Like you just go forward and it's fine. Yeah. No, I think it works.
Very much feels like you've captured the essence of 5e dungeon crawling without all the faff. So absolutely loving it, and like Jaybird, it's nice to play Daggerheart for more than one session rather than running it. So thank you.
Yeah, like to be able to run for other GMs is like a blessing. I honestly like. I think more and more of my tables are going to have to like recruit other GMs specifically,
Yeah.
just to get them the chance, because like it's so hard when you're the forever GM. I've been that for 40 plus years with my local group, so yeah. All
Careful,
right.
you're telling your age.
I mean, you can see it, right? But like, this is actually less than I probably should have for my age. But yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, John, but then in the future we have to swap this out so that you play with us.
Yeah.
We can already call this.
Yeah.
All right, stars and wishes. I would say my star would be for the moment of trying to connect with the rat telepathically. Like I had not anticipated that, and that provided a chance to reveal a little bit more than I expected to do today. So that was a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
it showed.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. The turn that you immediately put on me was great. I really loved that.
Yep.
Anyone else have any other stars or wishes?
I want to pass a star for Rue's cat-like behaviors throughout the session. Just so many little moments that are just like very encapturing of the ancestry. It was really cool.
And I'm
Do you
showing
plan
you.
on him being less? Sorry.
No, you.
Do you plan on him being less scared the whole time? To know how irritating that can be as other players. So please don't panic. I'm not going to just be hiding around the corner all time.
You're doing a
So
great
thank
job. Yeah, you're threading that line so well.
True. I am throwing my star over to Sexy Man. I just love all the thought you put into your Bursa and your text collector and flavoring your spells with like I'm throwing sheets at the others. This is love it, amazing.
Yeah, I took the time to write a few notes to make sure that I completely reflavor all of my spells, so you'll see more of that for sure.
Amazing.
Yeah, I mean,
I've got again. Also,
yeah, go ahead, Josa. No, go.
I was just gonna say I've got to completely agree with Azul on that. That the flavoring, the body acting as well. Just watching you on camera, you've got such a presence. I absolutely adore that. I know it's not your character, it's more you, but it really makes it fun to play with. So thank you. I have to go with that out.
Your signature move in my mind is the camera lean. This one. There it is. There it is.
Yeah, I tried my best to press the thumb on the common background where we wrote to really justify the fear.
Yeah.
It is a game based on fear. I will give the start to dungeon crawling. I'm part of the people who usually don't really like dungeon crawling. I'm also French, so we have an expression in France to talk about those type of things. It's porte monstre trésor, a door, a monster, a treasure, a door, a monster, a treasure. It's like it's a little bit boring. This is not boring. I like. I want more of that. And I'm a big fan of all of those completely weird and kind of a little bit stupid and exaggerated and surrealist idea of administration in dungeon crawling. I like. I create a cube bossier exactly like that, and like with a note on the top. Perfect. I like that.
Thank you.
I would say if we go for wishes now, this is about exactly what I was hoping for more, and I have a few ideas of what's happening in this. I would like to be surprised, but yeah. The thing you said about there's probably a way to own the place. I'm like, ooh,
Yeah, that was a good,
Could we?
an excellent hook.
I have a very big wish about all of that. Yeah.
That
Yeah,
is
I mean,
the second. Oh yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say like that's a constant theme, like with especially OSR style like dungeoneering. It's like once the adventurers have gone through the dungeon, then they're left with this space, and they're like, "Well, can we just own this? Like, is this ours now?" And there's never really like any sort of answer to that, right? Like most
Yeah.
DMs are like, "I guess, maybe,"
Yeah.
like, like so like
Yeah,
that was
I
definitely
wanna
something I wanted to
yeah.
include as part of it. But yeah.
Yeah, I want to imagine AQ at some point is just walking around the place with a notebook, just taking notes of all of the construction work that has to be made for maintenance, like make sure the toilets work and all that. And yeah.
Well, there definitely are still more surprises for everyone.
Amazing.
All right. Well,
Any
with
other
that,
wishes?
I think we're wrapped. I think we're good.
Okay.
All right. Thanks so much to everybody who came in and watched this first episode of The Last Roundtable. We're going to be streaming further sessions of this game at the same time once a week on Sundays, so be sure to add that into your calendar. I do want to do a quick shout out to Cat and Kvad, who did a little raid during the stream. It was always nice to see. For my wish, also I wanted to add on. I'm gonna steal what Adventure Lies Ahead in the chat said. I would love to make a death move at some point in this adventure. It would be super cool. So
I saw that in the chat.
just tossing that
All
out
right, I'll
there.
double all the threats. That's easy.
Yeah.
Easy. First
So-
thing, next session, you will make a death move.
Yes. So I just want to extend again some thanks to John for running this for us, and thank you all for being here and watching along. We'll go through and do another round of introductions or little accolades, and we'll be done from there. I am Jay with Jaybird Games. If you want to find out anything about me, go to jaybird.games, and you can see that all there, or jaybird.games on Blue Sky, and I will pass it over to Azu.
Yes, I am Azu the Bard, as you know. And my first thank has to go to, of course, Mr. Heckshack. John, thank you for offering this to us and running this for us. It's such a blast. And it's only the first episode, so there's more to come, and I'm so happy about that. So thank you so much. Your adventure is so much fun already. The second big thanks has to go to Jay for making this beautiful overlay, as you're seeing here. This is so amazing, and also doing the tech side and streaming on our Bard and Raven stream. So thank you, Jay. You're amazing.
Absolutely.
And yes, if you want to see what Bard and Raven is doing, we are preparing and publishing third-party Daggerheart content on basically all the major marketplaces out there, TTRPG marketplaces. And as I already mentioned at the top, we have a very free, completely free Patreon that you can follow, patreon.com/Bard and Raven. Just follow us there if you want to see what we're up to. And that should be it from my side. Let's throw it over to Aaron.
Yeah, thank you all. Professional GM, so it's just such a pleasure to be a player for once. If you ever want to get involved in any of my campaigns, you can find me over on startplaying.games, Red Dragon Gaming. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Over to Sexy Man.
Yeah, I've been Citizen Man, still a French game designer and illustrator. I hope at some point I get to publish all of my classes soon, trademark. You can find my links in the chat, and you can find me there. I don't have any presence on the social media, but you will see me around in the communities. Thank you for being here.
Quick remark from my side. Sorry, John. I also have to thank the Jimmy Raven, the other half of Bard and Raven, who was in the chat and keeping the party in the chat going. Thank you so much, John. Sorry.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you to all of the folks who put in like the work to put this together and to build like the presence and the frame and support in chat. That's awesome. Like I wanted to to run a campaign, but haven't had the time and ability to wrangle all the tech needed to make it happen. So this has been a real fantastic opportunity. Thank you for the invite. My name is John. I run Hack Shack Games. You can find our stuff kind of all over the place. We publish on DriveThruRPG and on Heart of Daggers. Hack Shack at bluesky.com is my usual way that I do socials. You won't find me on Twitch, so don't look for me there. There's also a Facebook page, but it's really out of date. But, it's great to be running adventures for folks who are all professionals. Like every single person at this table is working professionally in the industry and knows like how much work it is. And to kind of echo that, like over at Heart of Daggers, there's a fantastic community of creators that's developing, and this adventure, The Last Round Table, has just finished up its Kickstarter and will be published in just a few short weeks on Heart of Daggers. And one of the things we're doing is we're going to be releasing all of the templates for all the adversaries and items and all that as free to the public, so that you will be able to just pick up those and use them. And you won't need to make your own like copies off of things out of the template. That's kind of a thing that's exclusive to Heart of Daggers because it has this tremendous creative set of tools for doing custom homebrew stuff in support of custom characters as well. And I think all of us creators are really hopeful that that's just going to become a really big platform for folks playing Daggerheart into the future. And that's about all I got. We'll be publishing more. I have another campaign frame coming out in probably about a month, maybe sooner, depending on how much time I can focus
Looks
on.
so cool.
Yeah,
Thanks.
it does.
The man is busy. The man is busy.
Yep.
Yeah. And then there will be more adventures in the Half-Light Halls campaign frame as well. I'm working on kind of a larger form book that we're going to tentatively called the Book of Marks. It will be a bunch of small random adventures that will be kind of very West Marches friendly styles things to run. So
Perfect.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks again for running, and thanks everybody for tuning in. We will see you next time. Goodbye.